Evening, everyone, and welcome to the University of Minnesota Crookston Field here in Crookston, Minnesota, as we have the Roseau Rams taking on the Crookston Pirates as it's senior night here for the Crookston Pirates. Both of these teams are winless on the season, and as you'll hear in our coaches' interviews later on in our Riverview Health pregame show, this is a very big game as we're heading into the second half of the season. Both of these schools trying to look for some momentum to try and ignite a run. And the seedings are very important, especially with the two teams at the top of the section, Barnesville and Pelican Rapids, playing some of their best football right now. I'm Tyler Hergert. Joining me on the sideline is going to be Bo Melby later on this evening. We'll get the coin toss. We'll get everything out for you. We'll take a look at our starting lineups later on. We'll take a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update as well. Plenty of that to listen to and more, and we also should welcome everyone who's listening on Wild 102 up in Roseau for this game, as well as on KROX. If you're interested in watching the live stream of this game, head to our YouTube channel at KROX Radio. You can search that in YouTube. You can also go to KROXAM.com and click on the link for the game, and you will be able to see the stream for tonight's game. We are going to take a 3-minute break, and then we're going to head into our first interview. We spoke with Roseau's head coach, Matt Hedden, and that'll be coming up right after this on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
We continue the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX with the head coach of the Roseau Rams, Coach Matthew Hedden. And Coach, you played a tough Park Rapids team last week, which is the only common opponent that you and Crookston have played up to this point in the season. What were some of your takeaways from that game?
Big thing is we're just trying to keep up with them. I mean, they have a pretty deep roster. They really pulled away from us in the second half. We just got tired out. got the playmakers, and for the most part, we kept up with them. But at a certain point, they just pulled away because of their depth.
How did practice go for you this week?
Went pretty well. We had a couple guys sick, so we had to put some new guys in different spots, and overall, it's one of our better practices we had all year.
What have you been focusing on in practice, and is there anything new that you've been working on heading into this week and the back half of the season?
The biggest thing is just execution. Every single game that we've had so far, we have a lot of young guys, so it's just really just review, not adding too much, and just really focus on the simple things.
This is a pretty important stretch of the season for both teams looking to get their first win on the season, and you get a win right now, and this can start your ascension to peaking towards the right time as we're right around the corner. It's going to be playoff time already. How big of a game is this for the Rams?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, it really just dictates where we're going to place in the playoffs. Plus, get the momentum. I mean, obviously 1-4 for both teams. It's a big game for each of us. We're going after it, and we got to get that first win.
What do you know about Crookston?
We're there in the scrimmage together, so we know pretty much well. We have pretty similar numbers in high school. They have some really big boys up front, some big athletes, and there's some good athletes. So I think overall, it should be a very competitive game.
You mentioned this a little bit ago, but how is the health of your team?
Not the greatest. We had 2 seniors out for the rest of the year. Pretty much, they might be able to come back, but won't be until maybe playoff time. So right now, that's a big thing for us. We're down to 3 seniors, so we just have a lot of young guys. A lot of young guys coming up from 9th, 10th, and 11th grade.
The weather, it's probably going to play a very important factor into tonight's game, as it looks like it's going to be pretty sloppy outside. Is there any way you guys can prepare for it? Because when the weather gets sloppy, it feels like anything can happen at the high school level in football.
It's just really just get back to the basics. Just snap, block, tackle, just keep your footing. That first step is crucial.
Do you have 2 to 3 keys to a Roseau victory this evening?
The big thing is just execution. I mean, that's probably number 1 for us. Turn over the ball, force some turnovers, then just tackle well. I mean, it's just a simple football stuff, but that's all we need. That's what we really need to focus on.
Thank you very much, Coach, and best of luck this evening.
Thank you very much.
That was the head coach of the Roseau Rams, Coach Matthew Hedden, and we will continue the Riverview Health pregame show right after this on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Doctors Forget, Smith, and Janetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Yesterday, 6.
We continue with the Riverview Health pregame show on KROX with the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, Coach Nate Lebarski. And Coach, it was a tough game last week against Pelican Rapids where they returned their starting QB from injury. Their running game really flourished, but what were some of your main takeaways from last week?
Yeah, I think that we had to, we didn't match intensity again, which is a struggle for us. Eventually we did drive the ball a little bit, but still struggling with the run game some, and they are a good, solid football team, probably one of the top 2 teams in our section. So they're a quality football team, but we need to, we had a good week of practice this week, came back and just focused on getting better at some of the basic things that are going to help us, on both sides of the ball.
I felt like the pass defense, especially in the first half, came up with some really big plays, got an interception during regulation, and then on a 2-point conversion also in the first half got an interception. So the pass defense really seemed to step up last week.
Yeah, our pass defense has been fairly solid for most of the year. And Pelican's going to throw it a little bit. Roseau tonight maybe doesn't throw it quite as much, but we haven't been too bad in the pass game. Our run defense at times has struggled, but part of that is the reason is that we put them out there way too long too. So our defense has been on the field too long. We haven't been able to sustain drives on offense, which we're going to try to turn around this week.
You mentioned that you had a good week of practice once again this week, but what have you guys been focusing on this week in practice?
I think, knowing your assignment, which is going to allow you to play fast and be able to play, the old cliche is play to the whistle, but at least sustain blocks, run hard, and that all comes with knowing where we're going, knowing the snap count. I mean, it's kind of basic stuff. It sounds like basic stuff, but it allows us to play fast and play aggressively, which I don't know that we've played all that aggressive football up front, and I'd really like to see that happen tonight because I think it's going to help in the run game, and when the run game is working, then a lot of things go. We can grind out first downs, helps in the play action pass game, so we haven't put together a good running game for the first 4.
We're heading into the second half of the season, and you could argue this is probably the most important stretch of the season. So looking over the steering wheel a little bit into the upcoming weeks, this one in particular against Roseau could be a really big stepping stone in helping out the next 4 weeks for you guys and kind of getting that positive momentum going forward.
Yeah, I think, through the first 4 games, it's fairly well defined who, the top 3-4 teams are in our section. And we haven't played, some of those that are in the bottom 4 of our section. So like you say, tonight is going to be a big game for us. Not only where we kind of end up, I think people are kind of searching for the 5 and 6 spot if they can, as far as how you finish. But probably solely for our team's confidence level. I mean, we need to go out and make plays, have fun making plays with people, and go and get a victory.
And sometimes a win can ignite a squad. I mean, it happened last year, too. You guys got a win towards the end of the regular season, and you guys end up making the section championship game. So maybe a win tonight could end up sparking that and reigniting the squad like it did last year.
Yeah, I think, there's something to be said in figuring out that you can do things. Up to these first 4 games, we've kind of had, we haven't been able to do this, we haven't been able to do that. I kind of talk about it, too. So, I mean, it's once you figure out that, yes, you can be successful, and this is how you do it, and this is what you need play in and play out, and you need everybody on the same page. Once you figure those things out, you can now do that again, time and time again. But, we haven't gotten to that point, so when you are successful, it does help.
What do you know about Roseau?
Roseau, pretty good size up front, strong. We have a couple of Bravich brothers that are, big, strong. One of them is, and the other one's fairly quick and good, athletic. They're going to try to get them the ball, no doubt. Quarterbacks, they've used a couple of different quarterbacks. One's a left-hand quarterback. The other one's a fairly tall right-hander. So, I mean, they're kind of like us, and that they're searching for their first win, too. They're going to come out hungry. They know the situation as we do. So we, once again, need to be prepared for an aggressive team that shows a lot of effort. I mean, they're not going to back down. Nobody is. And so we need to get to that point where we're not backing down either. So.
and especially with the weather being, should be continuing to be sloppy. When the weather gets worse, anything can happen on the football field, especially at the high school level.
Yeah, you need to take care of the football. There's no excuses. Everybody's playing on the same field, so there'll be some slipping, and you need to have your feet underneath you. You need to do all those things properly, and tackle well, because bodies are going to be wet, and so yeah, it's going to be an old-fashioned football game.
I know last week you were dealing with some injuries and some guys being out, so how is the health of your squad heading into tonight?
Thankfully, a fair amount better than we were last week with the injuries that we had. We have a few bumps and bruises, but for the most part, we're relatively healthy.
Do you have 2 or 3 keys to getting your first win on the season?
Yeah, I've probably said this, broken record, but we need to establish a running game. We need to be able to run the football. We need to be able to stop the run tonight. And then our special teams, we need to make a play on special teams, whether that's blocking a punt. You don't have to return it for a touchdown, but getting a large return, playing better in their return game. So I think special teams is going to be an important factor for us tonight.
And speaking of special teams, I believe your last home game against Park Rapids, you guys recovered a fumbled punt too. So small plays like that can really transition to something huge, especially getting a win.
Yeah, and especially tonight, if you can flip the field. But we've played a lot of football on our own side of the field, which is not great. And so when you can flip field or make big plays on special teams and get yourself good field position, and then couple that with being able to run the football, it's a good thing.
Well, thank you, Coach, and best of luck this evening.
All right, thanks, Tyler.
So that was Coach Nate Lebarski, who spoke with us earlier this morning, and you could tell from both of the coaches that it is a very pivotal game in the seedings, and they believe that this is going to be a huge game to try and get them going in the right direction. We just saw that there was the coin toss that took place down on the field. We have Bo Melby down there. Bo, were you able to get some information as to what happened on the coin toss? As Bo is getting ready to get his mic on, and I believe...
Hello. Ooh.
Yep,
Turn me down a little bit. That scared me.
Yeah, we are ready to go.
We were good there. The coin toss. The Pirates did win the toss. They deferred, and so they will be kicking off from right to left, and so Roseau will receive in the first half.
Thank you very much for that update, Bo. And it was, we thought maybe heading into this game it would be, some rain, possibly, even some more weather. We had the weather actually take place in the morning, and it is shaped up to be a beautiful Friday night once again here. So an excellent way to close out September with sunny skies and just a couple of clouds in the air. Perfect night for football. So we are going to take a 2.5-minute break. And when we come back, we're going to go over the Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups here on KROX.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball, baseball,
track and field, soccer, swimming, tennis, golf, volleyball,
crap shooting, hockey,
basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Jake at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
Welcome back to UMC, and we're going to take a look at our Napa Crookston Welding and Machine starting lineups for all your automotive needs. Stop by Napa Crookston Welding and Machine in Crookston. They have what you need. And make sure your battery will start the first time, every time. Buy a Legend battery from Napa Crookston Welding and Machine. They handle all your Legend battery needs for your cars, trucks, recreational vehicles, snowmobiles, and ATVs. Now here's the Napa Crookston Welding Machine starting lineups. Let's take a look at the visitors, the Roseau Rams first. They're going to be sending out on offense. At quarterback, it'll be Eli Wenslav. At halfback, it'll be Tucker Queen. A pair of fullbacks are going to be Jake Borovich and Jack Jerome. The wide receiver will be Austin Baumgartner. Tight end will be Miles Dixon. And the offensive line, starting from left tackle to right, will be Tyler Marvin Nichols, Landon Kobandin, Daniel Nelson, Riley Habiger, and Landon Baumgartner. On the defensive side, the defensive end will be James Jock and also Miles Dixon. The two defensive tackles are going to be Jake Borovich and Riley Habiger. The nose tackle will be Landon Baumgartner. The outside linebackers will be Eli Wenslav and Jack Jerome, and middle linebacker will be Jordan Borovich. And in the secondary, the cornerbacks are going to be Ethan McDonald and Tucker Queen, and in safety it will be Austin Baumgartner. Jake Borovich will be doing the kicking and punting duties for the Rams. Taking a look at how Crookston will line things up on the offensive side, it'll be quarterback Tegan Lebarski, Antonio Romero, and Rylan Lebarski will be out there as well. Carter Coet and Parker Kelly, along with Tate Hammer, will be out at the wide receivers, and Tate Hammer at the tight end position. The offensive line going from left to right will be Braden Peterson, Riley Helgeson, Jose Arriaga, Clay Hansen, and Vincent Herberg. On the defensive side for the Pirates, it'll be Braden Peterson. Lionel Luna gets the start this evening. Clay Hansen and Riley Helgeson on the defensive line. The linebacking core will be Carter Coet, Jake Erickson, Daniel Jaime, and Tate Hammer. And in the secondary, it'll be Antonio Romero and Parker Kelly, joined by Rylan Lebarski. As I mentioned, both of these teams are winless on the season coming into this game. Last week, Roseau, they were shut out. They went to Park Rapids. That's the only common opponent that both Crookston and Roseau have played. Last week, you could have listened to it here on KROX as the Pirates fell to Pelican Rapids 54-6 as Pelican Rapids got back their starting quarterback, Guler, who was absolutely superb last week, especially with his legs. So that is a little bit of what to expect. We'll come back with the pregame show after a 3-minute break here on KROX and Wild 102.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
UMC. We'll take a quick look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Draft Sports Bar and Grill has a great menu that includes salads, appetizers, entrees, sandwiches, wraps, tacos, pasta, burgers, and desserts. Takeouts and catering are also available, and they have a room that's available for parties and special special celebrations. Contact them at 281-1183. Open daily, Tuesday through Sunday at 11. Lunch specials are served from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and lunch specials change weekly. They also have nightly specials. And on this Friday night, the special is St. Louis ribs from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., $17 for a half rack of ribs, $22 for a full rack of ribs. And in the section, Hawley is going to take on Park Rapids tonight. Also, Frazee travels to Pelican Rapids, and Barnesville hosts War Road Barnesville, the #1 team in Double-A. Well, let's bring in Bo Melby once again. Bo, we heard the coaches say that the importance of this game is really huge, especially because we're starting the back half of the season. There are definitely games that it gets more and more important as the season goes on, as we get closer to playoff time.
Well, luckily for high school football, every regular season game is essentially practice on account that everybody gets into playoffs. But you want to be playing well in the back half of the season, and obviously both these teams are 0-4, and one of these O's got to go, as PA would say. And so hopefully for the Pirates' sake, they get that first win for Roseau. Obviously they're looking to get their season going better late than never. Also, real quick before I send it back to you, Draft Sports Bar and Grill, get the cheese curds. It's my go-to. I tell them Bo sent you. I don't have a sponsorship. I'm trying to get one. Tell them Bo sent you and ask for the cheese curds. All right, back to you.
We'll work on that sponsorship, Bo. Personal favorite of mine is the pretzel bites and cheese dip, but you can't really go wrong with anything there at Drafts. Again, the special tonight is St. Louis ribs. So if you want to head out there before you swing by the game really quick, or if you're going to be watching and listening online, you can do that as well. We are going to take another break, and when we come back, it'll be even closer to kickoff here on KROX and Wild 102.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Drs. Forget, Smith, and Janetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tints and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
To UMC as they are announcing the starting lineups here. We're going to take a look at what we've got going on for the weekend here on KROX as we're going to have Coach's Corner. That's going to start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Then right after that, we're going to transition into some Gopher football. The Minnesota Golden Gophers host Louisiana Lafayette, and Minnesota at 2-2, Louisiana Lafayette at 3-1, and the Gophers coming off a tough loss last week. Also, we're going to have Minnesota Twins baseball in the evening as they are at Colorado, and they're getting ready for playoff time next week. We're going to be carrying all of those games here on KROX as well. We'll get you the times as soon as we know them, but we do know tomorrow night, first pitch will be at 7:10, pregame starting at about 6:30. The Vikings are going to be taking on Carolina. We'll have that game here as well. Kickoff at noon, pregame starting around 11, and then the Minnesota Twins taking on the Colorado Rockies at 2:10. Couple of players to watch for Roseau before we get into the anthem and kickoff. The leader for rushing for Roseau, that is Jake Baravich. He is a very excellent runner. He does a lot for them. He's scored 3 touchdowns and has a long of 70 yards on the season in 1 carry. So he can go the distance, and he can also do the dirty work inside as well, as he'll be playing fullback and nose tackle for the Rams. The quarterback, Eli Wensloff, he can also run it too. And also we'll be seeing a lot of Jack Jerome. And he's got a touchdown on the season for the Rams as well. Bo, who can we expect out of Crookston to possibly put together a good game and maybe give the Pirates a victory?
Well, I think a big one to look after is Jake Erickson. He on the special teams side of the ball, he's got a great leg there. And we saw against the last game I was able to help broadcast against Frazee. He got some good rushing attempts in there as well, and some catches. So him and Antonio Romero also very good on the offensive side of the ball, and also Romero very good in the secondary on defense. Good open field tackles, breaking up some passes. You'd expect him to get his name called a lot as well as receiving the punts and kickoffs as well. Carter Coet, obviously he's been one of Levinsky's favorite targets, rolling out to his right, especially a lot from that tight end position or maybe a slot. And then obviously Levinsky himself. I mean, we got to make sure he can get things going. Really just have a strong game and really just use that leadership as the quarterback to keep things going. Hopefully maybe get out on the head first and not be trailing. That'd be big for the Pirates. So quickly, that's pretty much what I got for you. Now, obviously, real quick, too, I just remembered up front to the line, you can't win football games without a good line on both sides of the ball. We'll see if we can get maybe a sack attack. That'd be great. A giveaway Happy Joe's large single topping pizza. And other than that, it's I think that'll be a real big key in this game. So as we get ready for the national anthem, that's what I got for you.
Yeah, a lot of things to get to. Tegan Lubinski scored the lone touchdown that Crookston had last week. It was a 15-yard scamper, and he threw a monster stiff arm on his way to the end zone. And there was a pretty nice picture you can check out at kroxam.com. They are about to do the national anthem here, so we're going to step aside for a 3-minute break, and when we come back, it'll be kickoff here from UNC between the Crookston Pirates and the Roseau Rams on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Doctors Forget, Smith, and Genedetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
As both teams are on the field and we are about ready to get this thing kicked off. Crookston is going to be going from right to left. They're going to kick off. They won the coin toss and deferred till the second half, and they are in their navy blue helmets, navy blue jerseys, yellow pants, yellow numbers, and yellow logo, the C on the side of the helmet. Roseau in their white uniforms, white pants, green numbers, and green helmets as this game is underway, and it is kicked off by Erickson. This is going to be fielded by Jake Baravich. He's going to take it up the middle, gets past the 30 to the 35, and that's where he's going to be met by a couple of Pirates on the stop, and that's where the drive will begin for Roseau. So quarterback Eli Wensloff and company are going to start on offense for the Rams, and it looks like they're going to mark him right at the 36.
Yeah, Joy Baravich, or Jake Baravich, pardon me, that's a big boy. That's a size 6 foot and 255. That's me. Yeah. That's weird to see from a high schooler. I'm about 10 years removed from high school. And he's a junior? Wow.
Yeah, he is mighty powerful, and he lines up behind Wensloff, who is under center. Wensloff is going to turn, and this is going to be a handoff, and not much going there for the Rams. Maybe a yard, if that. It looks like they're marking right at the line of scrimmage, second down. Looks like they'll give him a yard. So after the carry from Jerome, you're going to call it 2nd and 9. So the Pirates looking to get a stop here on defense and start things off early. Bo, you mentioned that a good defensive stop could be the key. We're going to hand it off once again. This time it's going to be Tucker Queen who's going to go off the left side, and a gain of maybe 2 yards there. That's going to set up 3rd down and 7 at the 39. The Rams need the 46 for a first down.
Yeah, some great play there for the Pirates, swarming the ball, really not reading the play as well. It's tough when you have 3 guys in the backfield there to really make sure you know who's getting the ball and who to track. And so far the Pirates have not been fooled. See if they can keep this up.
3rd down and 7 for the Rams. Wensloff is under center once again. Behind him is Jerome and Baravich. Wensloff is going to take the snap and roll near side. He finds Baravich, and he slipped, and he's going to be met by a lot of Pirates there. They're going to say he was down. Looks like Coet was in there among a number of other Pirates. Either way, he is short, and they're actually going to say that he lost a yard on that. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
And that's exactly what the Pirates needed there. A big stop, and unfortunate for Roseau as they're trying to get things going for their opening drive. That's a big break for the Pirates there, and it's what you want to see. You want to see both levels, first and second levels, meeting the ball right early in the line, and looks like Baravich going back to punt this again.
Jake Baravich, he's going to be doing the kicking and punting duties. Gets this one off, and that one is going to be fielded by Coet at about the 28-yard line. He fields it on the run, gets to the 35, the 40, breaks a tackle at the 45, gets across midfield, and gets all the way out to the 43-yard line. So an excellent catch and return for Carter Coet. And already the Pirates are going to start in plus territory at the 43, and this is exactly what Coach Nate Lebarski was hoping for.
Well, yeah, he fielded that great on the run. That's pretty impressive. It's tough to field a punt as it is, but let alone on the run, get momentum going, and use his speed to find the edge, get a big gain. So we'll see if the Pirates can keep this good start going, or if Roseau is going to stop them in their tracks.
29 yards on the punt return for Carter Coet. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the 43. Out of the shotgun is Lebarski. Option, and he flips it to the near side for Romero. Romero's going to get it to the 40, to the 35, and then it looks like he was a little bit hurt as he limped his way out of play, and he's still limping on the sideline, almost right in front of you, Bo, but he did get the first down. He got 11.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cramping or if he pulled something there. He's getting checked out right now, but definitely in a little bit of pain.
Yeah, you never know. You could step a little bit awkward on the natural grass too. That could always do something weird here. So nevertheless, it's a good play, positive play for the Pirates, and it's 1st and 10 from the 32. Lebarski's going to go under center this time. He has Erickson flanking him. Now he's going to go out of the shotgun, has Erickson flanking him. This time he's going to hand it off and going around the right side. He's going to be knocked down. That was Rylan Lebarski. And the tackle is made right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, good play there from the Rams to sniff that one out. Unfortunately, Lebarski running more east to west, not north-south, but that was a design play to go out, try to find the edge. But a tough play offered there, a good first play of the drive, so hopefully the Pirates can bounce back.
2nd and 10. Ball's on the right hash mark. As Lebarski's going to be out of the shotgun again, Erickson's going to be joining him as 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Taking the snap and handing this off to Erickson, and he's going to be tackled, and a great job by Baumgartner to blow up that play, and maybe a loss on the play. Yeah, they're going to mark him right back at the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 32.
Well, as I said, the game's won in the trenches, and that was a big stop there from Roseau by Baumgartner. So a long 3rd down. See if the Pirates can get into the playbook and find something to get that first.
They haven't had to throw it yet, but we might have to see Lebarski throw it for the first time today. 3rd and 10 from the 32. Again, he has 2 wide receivers to each side. He sent Coet in motion and hands this off on a reverse. Coet going near side, and he's going to be wrapped up and thrown down. Good tackle made by Jack Jerome. It might be a yard, if that, on the gain, and it's going to be 4th down and long for the Pirates, and this is going to be decision time now for Coach Nate Lebarski.
Well, I mean, you're probably just going to go for it at this rate in this field position, because if you turn it over on downs, it's not too bad of a field position to start on. And I mean, Erickson's got a good leg. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a field goal attempt from here, but I think they're going to go for it.
That would be a lengthy field goal attempt, maybe looking at somewhere around 49 yards.
I've seen him hit it in warm-ups.
They're going to go for it, however. It'll be out of the gun again. Lebarski going to take the snap. He's looking to pass, feels the heat, and he is going to be dropped as the Rams get to him. It was about 3 or 4 Rams in on the stop, and getting to him first was Miles Dixon. He gets the sack at the 38, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, tough break there for the Pirates, and unfortunately, that's also not a sack attack. The Pirates have to make the sack, not get sacked. So anyway, but Roseau takes over, and they after a quick 3-and-out, there's another 1 first down, and then 3-and-out after that.
So a loss of 7 on that sack, and the Rams are going to start with the ball again. Their second drive. First one was a 3-and-out. Pirates, they were able to get the 1 first down, however, before the turnover. So now we see Wensloff. He's going to be out of the gun for the first time this evening. Flanking him to his left is Borovich, as the other Borovich is in motion. That was Jordan Borovich, and he's going to be knocked down in the backfield for a loss.
It was Carter Collette who broke that one up, and big stop there. So both teams, I mean, just not really getting positive plays, really. I mean, I guess the Pirates got that one 11-yard drive or run, but that's been it.
And they're going to give him a loss of 3, but there was a flag on the play. And now they're talking to Coach Lebarski to see if he wants to accept the penalty. Penalty is declined. They're going to take the loss and have the down count. So it'll be 2nd down and 12. So an interesting decision made already from Lebarski to decline the penalty after the good play on first down for the Pirates. So out of the gun again is Wensloff. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass, trying to set up the screen, and he does for Jake Borovich. And Borovich is going to be brought down. He gets across the 40 to about the 41. And that's going to set up 3rd and long again. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and just, I mean, they got the screen off, but the Pirates able to sniff it out and break through some blocks there to limit the gain. And, yeah, another long 3rd down. That's been the story for both teams so far, and it's really going to come down who can really make that first big play on these long yardage situations.
Out of the shotgun once again is Wensloff. He has Jake Borovich to his right. Sends Jordan Borovich in motion. He's going to hand it off to Jordan Borovich, who goes around the right side, gets to the 45, the 50, and he's going to break free. He has daylight down to the 20, the 10, and this is a touchdown of 59 yards for Jordan Borovich, and the Roseau Rams strike first.
You know how to say that it's going to be that first team that converts on a long 3rd down? There it is.
Yep, there it is, right
just
there.
Like that.
Right on cue.
Yes, I spoke that into existence. Sorry, Pirate fans. But anyway, yeah, no, that was just great blocking on the right side there, and would use his speed to get down the sideline and untouched, and a great job there for the Rams to get on the board first.
So Jordan Borovich able to go 59 yards on 3rd and long nonetheless, and now it's Jake Borovich looking to add the extra point. And snaps good, holds good, and the kick is no good. So with 5:18 left here in the first quarter, Roseau strikes first. It's 6-0. We're going to step aside for just a 30-second timeout, and we'll have the kickoff on the other side of this break on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Where we just saw the Roseau Rams strike first here in this game. It was a 3rd down touchdown run for Jordan Borovich, and he was able to break a couple tackles and then break free from the rest of the Pirate defense. And that's given the Roseau Rams a 6-0 lead, as the extra point was no good. And it looks like going out to return this kick is Carter Coet and Jake Erickson.
Yeah, Antonio Romero been working, getting worked on here on the sideline, right actually right next to me. Not sure when or if he'll be returning to the field.
Yeah, right now he doesn't even have his helmet on right now, trying to walk off whatever happened on that first play where right as he got to about the first down line, he kind of pulled up limping. Kick is going to be fielded by Erickson on the near side at about the 18, gets out across the 20 to the 25, went through a tackle, and now he's dragged down at the 28-yard line, and that is where the Pirates are going to take over. It'll be first down as we are just about to hit the 5-minute mark here in this first quarter. Now, this is a big drive here for the Pirates as they were able to get some momentum going on their first play of the last drive, but after that, the drive stalled out, including an attempt to going for it on fourth down, which they were unsuccessful on. So this time it's going to be Lebarski under center. And he's going to fake the handoff and take it himself. He gets across the 35 to the 40, gets the first down and more, and he's going to be thrown down at the 45. First down for Lebarski on the gain of 17 yards.
Well, hopefully now the Pirates can build on that. They weren't able to do that after a first down in their first play last drive, so a big run there, and hopefully they can keep the Rams on their heels.
So first and 10 from the 45 as the Pirates break the huddle. It'll be Lebarski who will be under center once again. Erickson behind him. Coet's off to the right. This one's going to be a handoff to Erickson. He goes up the middle, and he's going to be knocked down after a gain of about one. Once again, Baumgartner was in on the stop. Looks like Jake Borovich as well. Minimal gain. They'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that was a good play there on the Rams defensive line there to just kind of lunge and stop that run from getting anywhere. See where the Pirates go from now. I mean, again, they haven't gone to the air yet, but I don't know if they're trying to wait on that a little bit longer or just really try to get this run game established, which they have had struggles in the past.
2nd and 9 as Lebarski under center once again. Play action this time. Lebarski rolling out to his right, avoiding the pass rush, fires a pass down the field. A diving effort is unable to be reeled in by Tate Hammer, and it'll be 3rd down and long.
Looks like that was Austin Baumgartner on the defensive play there. Way to get good coverage on Hamry there, and yeah, we got a little long 3rd down and 9, and let's see if the Pirates can do what the Rams just did on 3rd and 9.
And it was from almost the exact same spot on the field, too, where the 59-yard touchdown took place. And 3rd down and 9. A little bit of an extended huddle here before they go out onto the field, and now they break the huddle. It'll be Lebarski out of the gun, 2 to his right, 1 wide receiver to his left. Has a halfback that's flanking him to his left as well. Lebarski back to throw. Looks like they're trying to set up the screen. Lebarski rolling near side, throws a dart for Coet, who makes the grab right at midfield. So the catch is made, but it is short.
There's a flag down on the field. See if it's a hold or block in the back. It was closer to the Pirates' side of.
Looks like illegal man downfield.
That's what it was. Yep.
Yep. So, yeah, 2 flags, both one on each side, right at the line of scrimmage. We'll have to see if they accept or decline the penalty. Looks like they might decline the penalty. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. So Lebarski's first pass, it was complete for 4 yards. And we'll have to see if they're going to go for it or they're going to try and punt. Erickson's back there as if he is going to punt here on 4th and 5 right at midfield. Back to return is Jordan Borovich. Erickson standing at about his own 38-yard line. Gets the snap and boots this from the 40, and this one is a massive boot. It's going to go inside the 15 where it's fielded by Jordan Borovich. We know he has speed, showing it off as he gets across midfield now to the 45. Big collision as Erickson makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. So Borovich was able to take that one all the way across into Pirate territory, and the drive is going to start at about the 42, maybe the 41, as it looks like there's a Pirate who's shaken up after that play.
Yeah, I believe that is, I'm trying to see, is that 12 or 13 or 7? Yeah, I think that's 13. I think it's Lebarski. And, Lebarski there, and a little shaken up, maybe kind of the wind knocked out of him, but he got up. But, Erickson and Lebarski there just pretty much saved a touchdown. There's a penalty flag. I didn't even see that, so that must have been a late flag thrown.
Yeah, there's a flag right at the 32-yard line. That's going to back things up for Roseau. And that is a huge penalty. That negates all of the return yardage. He fielded at about the 14, and they're going to back him up all the way to the 22. So that's going to be a net gain of 8 yards on the punt return, but that took off a big chunk of yardage.
That's a big break for the Pirates right there. Otherwise, the Rams were in excellent field position.
So Roseau's going to take over at 22-yard line, I believe. That's where the chain gang is set up. So it'll be first down and 10 for Roseau after the big penalty. We've had a couple of really big penalties early here, Bo.
Yeah, and it looks like Roseau's going to take their timeout to get things kind of figured out after that rough penalty.
They're going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. It's 6-0 with 3:42 left in the first quarter on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Roseau Rams are up 6-0. There were 3:42 left in the first quarter. They just took a timeout, and they're still hurting after that penalty. That was a huge penalty. They would have started inside the Crookston 45, but the penalty took place all the way at their own 32-yard line, and looks like the chain gang moved backyard, so we'll call it the 21-yard line where Roseau is going to start. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Wensloff out of the shotgun once again. And to his right is Levi Dunham, the freshman. And keeping it himself is Wensloff going left side, and a nice tackle made on the far side. And maybe a gain of a yard or two, as it looks like that was Erickson who came down to make the tackle.
That was Erickson, and that's why I mentioned his name early on in the pregame, is that he does a little bit of everything. He's on the offensive side of the ball, a wide out there. He's on the corners and the secondary and defense, and obviously the special teams, both sides, receiving and kicking. So, I mean, he is really probably the best utility guy you'll see, one of them at least.
It'll be second down and 9 from their own 22 for Roseau. Other than that 59-yard touchdown run, and now we're going to get a flag. Might have been either an illegal substitution or maybe they might have had too many men on the field. They did make a late substitution. Nevertheless, it's a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to back up the Rams 5 yards, and these penalties are starting to rack up for both sides.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Coach Hedden will be having to discuss in the halftime there, is that you can't be doing this. Even if you're up in the scoreboard, you're really not helping yourself out. You got to, especially in a one-score game, you really got to tighten things up. We're not at the beginning of the season anymore. We're pretty much halfway, and so you can't be having these penalties.
Handoff, and that goes for Tucker Queen. He was running with the head full of steam, gets past the 25 and out to the 29, so that's a gain of 12. And that'll bring up third down and short, just 3rd and 2 now for the Rams.
And that's what they needed after those 2 penalties.
So after Queen gets a dozen yards there, got the penalty and then some back. Now this makes this 3rd and manageable for the Rams rather than thinking of 3rd and long. This should really open up the playbook for the Rams. It'll be Wensloff under center. Has 3 backs behind him. And he's going to hand this off to Queen, and the Pirates blew that one up. An excellent play made by the Pirates. It looked like it was Lionel Luna and a couple others who were in on the stop.
Yeah, Clay Hansen, I see, I think Tate Hamry. I mean, like I said, there was I'm actually not taking hammer there. I'm actually probably. There's at least 5 Pirates there. That was exactly what they needed on 4th and short now. And we'll see if they're going to go for it. I mean, you're up, but you don't really want to turn the ball over on your own territory. It's I'm a little perplexed here. What do you think they're going to go for it, or do you think they're going to punt?
It looks like they are going to go for it, Bo.
All
so
right.
interesting decision here at their own 29. They need the 31 for a first. Wensloff under center, 3 backs behind him once again. He's going to turn and hands this off, and they are not going to get there. Carter Coet gets the stop on Jordan Baravich, and it's a turnover on downs. So the Pirates turned it over on downs earlier in the quarter. Now the Rams do it here, and with 1:20 left, the Pirates get to start at the 29-yard line.
Wow, that is firing up this side of the line or the field as well. The sidelines are pumped. Fans are in it right now. This is exactly what the Pirates need. Hopefully, they can now use this momentum to get the ball moving, find that end zone.
Carter Coet was really fired up after he made that tackle, and we are going to get a timeout from Coach Lebarski. So we're going to step aside and take another 30-second break with them. It's 6-0 Roseau, but the Pirates get the ball at the 29-yard line on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
University of Minnesota Crookston Field here, as it was an interesting decision. Roseau backed up at their own 29-yard line, had 4th and 2. They decided to go for it, and they were unable to produce a yard on that play. They went to Jordan Baravich, who had recently gotten the Rams on the scoreboard with our lone score of the game of a 59-yard touchdown run. That was on 3rd down on their previous drive, but on that last drive, they were unable to get anything, and now the Pirates get to take over at the 29. And, Bo, this is huge.
Oh, no, this is definitely big. I mean, it's still the first quarter, so, I mean, you got plenty of game left, but you would love to end the quarter tied or at least with the lead by a point or two by finding that end zone.
Looks like they need a late substitution. They were one offensive lineman short. And
you might need the center.
Yeah, it was the most important man, Jose Arriaga. He was sprinting out there to get in formation, and he's going to snap it to Lebarski, who keeps it himself, goes up the middle, and he's going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards as he was holding on to the ball. You could see the Rams, they were really trying to strip it away. We'll give him 4 yards there, as it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, no, I just want to note Jake Erickson is really pushing this guy around there, keeping his block about 10, 15 yards downfield. So if you're the Pirates, maybe you want to go that way. I don't know.
They'll give him 5 here on 1st down, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Pirates. They need to get to the 20 for a 1st down. Lebarski out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. This time he hands it off to Erickson, gets the 1st down and more, and he's going to get across the 15-yard line and knock down, but it's a 1st down after a gain of 11 for Erickson. And, Bo, you were right on the money in pregame. Erickson has been huge so far.
You know, it's just having that player who could really just take over and just, show that they're not messing around. They're having a lot of energy. They're moving the ball well. It's really been big for the Pirates so far.
And defense turning into offense here, as that defensive stop really fired up that Pirate squad. You said it a moment ago. The sideline really erupted as they are going to let the time run out as 10 seconds and counting. So that is going to do it for the 1st quarter. Roseau up 6-0 over the Pirates, but the Pirates are driving. Crookston has the ball at the 14 on the other side of this break here on KROX.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Minnesota high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Come back to UMC Field where it is 6-0. Roseau has the lead, but the Pirates are driving. They just got a big defensive stop on 4th down, picked up a huge first down by Erickson, and they just let the clock run out, and the teams have switched sides. So now Crookston going from left to right, and they have the ball at the 14 with 1st and 10, looking right at them. Could be a really big play early here in this drive, and could be one of those season-defining drives.
You know, you really need to get something going here. After a big stop, get a big first down, keep the momentum going. Don't let that quarter break stop you.
Pirates have yet to score a touchdown in the first half this season. Lebarski, he's going to hand it off, running right side, but a false start's going to be called. So it'll be a false start on Crookston. That'll back him up 5, and that'll set up 1st and 15.
Well, not what the Pirates wanted there, but obviously huge for Roseau. They want to really slow down the Pirates here and make a big stop here in the red zone. So depending on which station you're listening on, you either like that play or didn't like it.
Yes, that's good to mention, as we have our friends up in Roseau listening on Wild 102 as well. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 19 this time after the false start penalty. It'll be Lebarski out of the shotgun with Erickson to his left. We saw what Erickson can do, so this should be well in field goal range. But we know what he can do on the ground too. Lebarski keeps it himself, and he is going to be thrown down, and James Jock was able to read that one, and he got right to Lebarski, and he might have lost a yard.
Yeah, I think so. That's a tough play there for the Pirates. Just nothing really developing. It was a slow or long developing play, and the Rams defense got through the line before they could really get going.
Yeah, the defensive line for the Rams kind of blew that play up. So it'll be 2nd and 16 from the 20. 4 wide receivers once again, 2 to each side. Erickson next to Lebarski to his left as Lebarski's out of the gun. He'll go left side, the option. He flips it late to Erickson, who made a great shoestring grab to get it. And he's going to get past the original line of scrimmage all the way down to the 13-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9 as the Pirates need to get to the 4 for a first down.
Yeah, that pitch was a little dangerous, but as I said, Erickson, he picked it up at the fingertips by his shoestrings there. That was impressive. So a play that could have been real bad came out to a pretty decent gain, but it's still, a long 3rd down, and we'll see if they do go for it. If they don't get the first down, if they go for a field goal or go for it. As you mentioned, Erickson is in range from here.
This would be a great time for Antonio Romero, but he's still trying to jog off whatever happened on that first play for the Pirates. 3rd down, and they're going to get a false start.
Yeah, that's tough there. That's really not what you want to see in the red zone from the Pirates. I don't know if it was just miscommunication, if they thought they're going on 2 or what, but not great.
So that's going to back them up almost to just where they were. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 14 from the 19. And this is, these penalties have really been huge for both sides. We've seen penalties kind of disturb these drives.
It's not really like dirty penalties either. It's just mistakes, simple mistakes on them that are really coming back to haunt them either.
Talk to any football coach. Pre-snap penalties will drive them insane. As Lebarski takes the snap, he'll roll right side. He's flushed, still flush, getting chased by Borovich, gets out of a sack, now reverses course, and it's just going to spike it right in front of Erickson, and a flag is down as well, but I believe, nope, the referee's going to pick that one up.
I think, he ran back 20 yards?
Yeah, he went all the way back to about the 35.
That was pretty unfortunate that play broke up for the Pirates. Great job from the Rams again for getting to Lebarski and getting that pressure, but it's a long 4th down now, and again, if you go for it, you turn over the ball and downs at this rate, it's pretty decent or pretty bad field position for the Rams. And I think that's what they're going to go for.
Jake Baravich was giving chase to Lebarski, and he somehow got out of his grasp, and the Pirates are going to go for it here on 4th down. They need to get to just inside the 5-yard line for first down. Lebarski takes a snap, avoids the pass rush, and he's going to try and do it himself. Gets to the 10, close to the 5, knocked out of bounds, and I don't think he's going to get there.
No, I from my angle, it definitely looks like he's going to be short. So a good job there from the Rams to hold that line. And, yep, that's a turnover on downs. Good attempt there by Lebarski. Again, kind of look for the pass. Just nothing there. Good coverage by the Rams as well. And so now Pirates go back on defense. Rams got a long field. Again, that's the one thing about going for it in this field position. If you don't make it, it's still a very, very long field ahead of them, so it's almost like a punt in a sense. So that corner pins them in. So,
and it looks like they're set up right around the 5-yard line. So Lebarski, he needed 15, only got 14, so that's going to be another turnover on downs. So the Rams, after turning it over at their own 29-yard line, avoid giving up points, and that can be really huge for Roseau getting some momentum as we are just under 10 minutes until halftime.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's what you really need to do. I mean, when you looks like they took too long, or another
substitution.
Yeah. So that's really going to pin them back half the distance to the goal. So, or maybe to the 1-yard line, either half the distance. Okay. So yeah, that's good for the Pirates, bad for the Rams, and so they are really pinned down. They really got to get some easy yards here. The Rams need to just get out of a bad situation.
So the penalty backs them up. It'll be 1st and 12 as the ball's at about the 2.5-yard line. There's 9:43 left in the second quarter. Wensloff, under center, has 3 backs behind him. He's going to hand this off, and Carter Coet making the stop and is right at the line of scrimmage. But a great play as Coet, he is everywhere out there defensively.
That's another player who excels on both sides of the ball and is really having a good game, and that's what you need. It's another older player, a senior if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's what you need to see from your senior leadership is making these big plays, get the defense going, and really put some pressure on the Rams.
So that'll be 2nd down and call it about a long 12. Rams need to get to the 15 for first down. Under center once again is Wensloff, and the ball is loose, and falling on top of it is Crookston, and they're going to get the ball at the 6-yard line.
And that's Jake Erickson. Who else?
Sometimes the ball finds you.
Yep, no, that was huge. Just the handoff kind of bobbled there by the Rams, and the Pirates have excellent field position, and they're going to try and punch it in here to tie up this game.
They can tie or even take the lead with a made extra point if they're able to get the touchdown. So from the 6, boy, I thought the 29 would be the best starting field position we'd see this evening, but no, the 6-yard line for the Pirates. They're going to have 4 shots at getting this in the end zone. It'll be Lebarski under center. Erickson is behind him, and he gives it to Erickson, goes left side, gets inside the 5, and he's going to be wrapped up by about 3 or 4 Rams. Looks like Jordan Baravich was in on the stop at the 3, so he gets halfway home, maybe 2 yards.
It seems you can just pretty much say Baravich made the tackle at this point. They're everywhere. Both those two are huge on the defensive side of the ball. And, one on the line, one in the second level at the linebacker position, and we'll see if Crookston can inch a little closer.
And oh, by the way, Jordan Baravich with the lone score of the game, a 59-yard run. 2nd down and a handoff for Erickson again, going right side, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. It'll be at about the 1. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Pirates as we approach 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
I mean, we're talking about a half a yard here from the nose of the ball to the goal line. Kind of glad you didn't score because the ref walked right in front of me for the picture, so that worked out well.
It'll be 3rd down and goal. We know Lebarski, he can run. Have to see maybe if it'll be a QB sneak or if they go elsewhere. He had a rushing touchdown last week, did Lebarski. He's under center now. He's going to take it himself and goes up the middle. It's a QB sneak for a touchdown, and the Crookston Pirates have tied this game at 6.
There you go. That's the first score of in the first half of the season. Tie game, and that's huge for the Pirates for their momentum and just for their confidence going in for the rest of this game.
So Lebarski from 1 yard out is able to punch it in, and now this extra point is huge because this can give Crookston the lead. This would be their first lead of the season, as they need to run on one more player. So it will be Lebarski to hold. Gets the snap down, kick is up in the air, and it is good. And the Crookston Pirates have a 7-6 lead with 7:34 left in the first half. So the turnover ended up looming large for Roseau, and Crookston takes advantage, and they're able to get their first lead of the season. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds, and when we come back, we'll have kickoff here on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
University of Minnesota Crookston, as this is a very pivotal matchup. Both coaches talked about how important this game is, not just to get a win in the win column, but also for the standings, as well as you look a little bit over the steering wheel. The playoffs are coming up fast and furious. But right now, Crookston coming off of a 1 yard touchdown from Tegan Lebarski, and it's a 7-6 lead for Crookston as Erickson kicks this off. This one is a big kick. This one's going to be fielded by Tucker Queen inside his own 10-yard line. He's going to get across the 20 to the 25, the 30. Breaks the tackle now, and a flag is thrown down as well as he's wrapped up and thrown down at the 35. We'll have to check the marker.
And if that's another penalty on Roseau, I mean, they just cannot stop shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, not helping themselves at all. I'm assuming it's a block in the back or a hold on that regards.
Yeah, it's thrown in the area of that. It was thrown at about the 26-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be a block in the back, so that's going to be penalty on Roseau, and these penalties are really adding up.
You know, I mean, after Roseau scored, it looks like they were really going to set to take this game over, and they had some opportunities, but then penalties came into play, and really just been kind of struggling since then. Not great. If you're the Rams, you really need to almost get to half and with keep it a 1 point game and reset, get some more discipline going.
So Roseau's going to start from their own 16. Out of the gun is Wensloff. Hands this to Jordan Baravich on the reverse, going right side. He breaks the tackle, gets to the 25, the 30, the 40, out to the 50, has daylight in front of him, gets to the 30, the 20, and they're not going to catch him. It is an 84-yard touchdown run for Jordan Baravich.
That works too, I guess. Wow. I mean, just give him the ball and get to the outside, I guess. That's the game plan for the Rams at this moment. He's got that speed, and just, I mean, I'm almost speechless of how impressive that run was, and the fact that no Pirates could catch up to him.
It looked eerily similar to the 59-yard touchdown run we saw in the first quarter. He went the other way this time, and 84 yards later, Jordan Baravich ends up giving the Rams the lead right back. And it's huge to bounce back after the penalty, as the Rams are going to go for it, try and make this a 7-point game, as it's 12-7. And he fumbles the snap, does Wensloff. Now he has to improvise, scrambling out to his right at the 10, fires a pass, and that one is going to be knocked down and incomplete. Well, a lot of scoring here in the last couple of minutes. Jordan Baravich doing all the work for the Rams, a 59-yard touchdown run the first quarter, now an 84-yard touchdown run here in the second. 7:11 to go in the first half here on KROX and Wild 102.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
Coming off of an 84-yard touchdown run for Roseau, Jordan Borovich, who has been doing it all for the Rams. He's been their entire offense for the most part. And it was a one-play drive for Roseau, and now it'll be Jake Borovich to kick for the Rams. And here is the kick, and it's going to go off to the right side. It bounces at the 15, goes out of bounds. A smart job from Erickson to let that one go. So that will be a penalty for the kick out of bounds. It won't be as good of starting field position as last drive, but Crookston will get to start without their backs right up against the goal line.
Yeah, no, obviously it's a good break for the Pirates there, especially after a tough play given up there, a long run. And I was just talking to Superintendent Randy Bergquist on the sidelines here, and yeah, it's good to see him out, and it's a beautiful night for football, as we've mentioned a few times. And yeah, it's a good crowd, too, good student section. It's just a great day so far, and hopefully the Pirates can get some going here. And if you're listening up in Roseau, hopefully the Rams can get a stop.
Spoke with Superintendent Randy Bergquist earlier this week on Valley Talk, so he's a good guy too. So
great guy, great conversation. Yep. So really cares about football too. As that ball's going out, he said, "Let it go." So clearly he knows what he's talking about.
1st and 10 for Crookston at the 35. Lebarski fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, being chased, and he's going to get out of the grasp of one Ram, throws the stiff arm, pushed out of bounds by Jordan Borovich across the 40 to the 42. Gain of 7.
Had to catch him there. You don't want him to run into the cheerleader, so.
Yeah.
A good run there. Looks like he was trying to pass again, but yeah, that's the thing. He's kind of a dual threat quarterback in that sense. He really can use his legs and scramble, keep plays alive, or tuck the ball in and get some yards. So a big first play there for the Pirates.
Yeah, he's really smart with the ball, too, once he gets out of the pocket. When he's scrambling, very seldom does he make any sort of mistake. And he was able to get away from James Jock, who was giving chase. And it'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 42. The Pirates need the 45 for a first down. And another fake as Lebarski's going to take it himself up the middle, gets across midfield to the 40, throws another stiff arm, and is chased from behind and knocked down at the 35-yard line. And a big gain for Lebarski as he was knocked down. It'll be a big first down for Crookston. Gets all the way down to the 34.
Go back to the well. I mean, he's running the ball well, and he's getting some good blocks and using his speed to get out and pass the line of scrimmage there and find the edge. So it's a good play for the Pirates, and looking to really, again, bounce back after that big play to give up. And just about 6:50 left in this half, and we got a pretty good game so far.
That we do after the gain of 24 from Lebarski. Under center once again. This time a handoff to Coet going left side on the reverse. Gets around one defender, throws a stiff arm and tried to stay in bounds and gets out around the 26. So a gain of 8 for Carter Coet. And a good game once again on first down. And that's something that, I'm sure Coach Lebarski is happy that they're getting ahead of the sticks rather than behind them.
Well, not only that, but they're using the run game, which they've had some issues in the earlier games of the season. And they're running towards both directions, in left and right, and haven't done too many up the middle, but granted, Roseau's interior defense has been pretty solid. So if they can keep on running to the edge, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Coach Lebarski has been talking about how he wants to get the run game established. They have it here as it's another handoff for Erickson going left side, gets the first down and across the 20. And it'll be another first down for Crookston, and they're in the red zone once again looking for more points.
Yeah, that was a good run there, and good blocking up front. Give credit to this Pirate offensive line. They're hanging on to their blocks just enough for the runner to get through, and again, they're really moving the ball well. We'll see if barring a penalty or, maybe a broken up play, if they can keep this momentum going, I could definitely see them finding the end zone before this half's over.
Halfway through the second quarter, 12-7, Roseau on top, but the Pirates looking to strike once again. Lebarski, he's going to keep it himself, goes up the middle, and he is going to be thrown down. And that was Calvin Kingbird who came off the bench. He was substituted on and threw Lebarski down for a minimal gain. They'll give him 2 yards. Second down and 8. So 2nd and 8 for the Pirates as they are working on this drive. Started at their own 35 after the kick went out of bounds. And, Bo, you just mentioned that the pre-snap penalties, we haven't seen any yet on this drive, and that's really helped Crookston move the ball down the field. As Lebarski's under center. And this time he hands off to Erickson, and a flag is going to be thrown in the backfield. And it was a gain of about 2, but we'll have to check the penalty. It'll be holding on Crookston. You got to think Roseau would accept it.
Yeah, they're going to accept that, and that's kind of things that can really slow you down, and a big break for Roseau as Crookston, again, had been driving pretty well. So this will make it a long second down, and just over 5 minutes left, and see if the Rams can either get that stop and hang on to the lead going to half, or Pirates can get a big play here to get things going. I mean, obviously, at this time of the half and with this field position, it is pretty much 4-down territory. It looks like Pirates are going to take a timeout to really kind of work on a game plan for the next few plays.
Big timeout taken here as it's going to be 2nd and long for the Pirates after that holding call, and we'll just keep it here. And Bo, we just talked about it, the penalties. They've really hurt drives for both sides, and up until that point, Crookston had done a really good job of not having any penalties on that drive, and then the holding call really sets them back. They were looking at 3rd and maybe 6. Now they're looking at 3rd and over 15 yards, or 2nd and over 15 yards.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's high school football, and if you're playing undisciplined, it can kill drives. It can really hurt you. It's tough, especially when you're down. You're in the red zone at the time, and you really just got to play disciplined ball. It's as simple as that. And we'll see what the Pirates can do. I mean, again, they've had some big plays this drive with some good chunks of yardage. And as I said before, I mean, it's 4-down territory, especially this, granted, the Rams don't need much time to score. We have seen that.
Yes.
Borovich has broken off huge plays, so they don't need all the time in the world, but you would assume that it'd be better off giving them that a huge field in front of them with, just a few minutes left rather than, I guess you go for 3 and you can be within 2, either way. So I think it'll be really key to see what this first play is, if they can get some good yards and really set themselves up with maybe a 3rd and manageable.
Sure, Crookston would take anything inside of 3rd and 10 right now as they're at the 27-yard line. Lebarski out of the shotgun with 2 wide receivers to each side. And it's going to be an option. He pitches it to Erickson, who fumbled the ball, and he just has to slide on it. And right on top of it was James Jock, who was able to maybe make Erickson think twice about that catch, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted.
No.
I mean, we were talking about the Pirates wanted to get a good chunk of yards there, and the Rams, again, just kind of sniffed out that play and really put the pressure on to make a pitch kind of a dangerous play. And, again, Erickson kind of turned his head up a little bit just too soon, but you can't blame him when you have a Ram right on your doorstep. So a big 3rd and long play. Again, you technically have 2 plays to work with. I mean, you can get maybe a gain of 15, make it manageable. That's asking for a lot, but the Pirates have broken some big plays so far.
3rd and 20 from the 30. They need the 10 for the first down. Lebarski takes a snap out of the shotgun, avoids the pressure, fires on the near side, and Erickson unable to come up with the grab. And with 4:09 left, it's going to be 4th and 20. And now what do the Pirates do?
And that was tough. That was a little behind him. It would have been a good play, but Lebarski, the pocket kind of collapsed on him, just kind of a tough throw to make, and so Erickson couldn't come up with that, and that would have been a nice 4th and 10, which would have been a little more manageable. But, I'm assuming they're going to just go for it, try to get a good chunk, and again, just maybe, get down to the 20, 15. They'll have to turn over on downs, but again, that's a pretty large field in front of them. Looks like, I think, another timeout. The final timeout, I would assume, called by the Pirates. So
Yeah, that will be the timeout taken by Crookston. So they're going to think things over. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds as well. So 12-7, 4th and 20 coming up for the Pirates on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
A big play here with 4:09 left in the first half as Roseau has a 12-7 lead. Crookston at the 30. This would be about a 48-yard field goal. And Erickson's out there, but it looks like they're going to possibly, more than likely, punt this. Try and pin Roseau down. And remember last time what happened when Roseau was pinned back inside their own 10, they fumbled, and that's how Crookston got their lone score of the game. So Erickson standing at his 41. At the 41, he's going to avoid one of his guys and pooch punt this down. It'll roll inside the 15 and out at about the 13-yard line. So that'll be a 17-yard punt with exactly 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
that was a pretty good punt, too, as a soft one there, just right around the sideline here. Had a good Pirate bounce, and again, within the 20, within the 15, really, so you can't be mad about that. And now you just got to prevent the big plays if you're the Pirates. You got to really watch the edge there, watch Borovich, specified Jordan Borovich.
Yeah.
And so you got to really keep an eye on him, and again, just getting to half here down by 5. It's a close game. Want to keep it one score, and we'll see how the Rams, how they come out, again, back in their own 15, 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, this is going to be a handoff for Queen, who's running right side, and he's going to be knocked down by Carter Coet after a gain of about a yard, maybe 2. That'll be 2nd down and 8 as they'll give him 2 yards, and he's knocked down at the 15.
And once again, Coet finding the runner there, and again, when you have the 3 backs in the backfield, it can be a little confusing. And I don't know if that's what happened when those big gains is that they had maybe a little confusion there, but either way, a good job by Coet. He's been a name we've been calling quite a bit on defense. He's been very impressive so far.
He has been everywhere defensively for Crookston and has helped them stay in this game, at least from the defensive side, as this is going to be a handoff up the middle. It's going to be taken by Jake Borovich. He's going to be knocked back after a gain of a yard.
Helgeson and Hansen there, the HH brothers, I guess you could say. They're doing a good job clogging that up in the middle. And that's the thing, neither team really has had success running up the middle. They both had very good defensive lines, interior speaking, and both teams have found success around the edge. So it's kind of unique how similar the game's been for both teams.
Another big 3rd down coming up here. It's 3rd and 7 for the Rams. Out of the gun once again is Wenslav. And this time he's going to keep it himself, and he is going to be knocked down once again. Carter Coet making the play, and it's a loss of 2, and that's going to be 4th down, and surely the Rams are going to have to punt.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's huge right there. That's what you need. You need your big players up front to make a play on the interior. You need your seniors to make plays and get in the backfield. The Pirates couldn't have written that 3 plays any better. That was huge for them, and Carlette will be back now to receive this punt as, again, Romero's still out on the sideline here.
Yeah, Romero's still without his helmet on. Clock is ticking as we are hitting 2 minutes left. Both teams are out of timeouts. Something to keep of note as we get closer to the half, as punt's going to be fielded by Coet at the 49. Went to the right at the 45, then cut back, breaks a couple of tackles, and is knocked down. That was a big tackle made by, it looked like it was Jordan Borovich, right at the 40. And Coet had some space after that, and he barely made the shoestring tackle, did Jordan Borovich. So Jordan Borovich has been everywhere so far for the Rams. Kind of like Carter Coet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those guys, as Chris mentions, they do everything. I'm surprised they're not in the concession stand selling popcorn as well. They are just huge players for these teams. they do it all, and that's what you really like to see in high school sports. And I'm pretty sure most of the time you can say they're three-sport athletes as well. It's pretty rare for them not to be a three-sport athlete, because that's just one thing that you like to see nowadays, because sometimes you see kids just play one sport, and it's I don't know. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Let's get back to the game.
yeah. Maybe we'll do a Valley Talk on that. We could discuss that for quite some time. As Lebarski takes the snap, he's gonna roll to his right, fires a pass. It's intercepted by guess who? Jordan Baravich. Gets to the 40, breaks Lebarski's tackle, and he's gonna go for another touchdown. Jordan Baravich doing it all. First touchdown on defense, and it is a pick 6 for the Rams.
He just does it all. Wow, what an athlete right there. That was incredible. I mean, Lebarski kind of rolling out, kind of throwing on the run on one foot, and Baravich just really read that well. That was the thing. Collette was there, but he just jumped the pass. You can't really blame either Collette or Lebarski on that one. Just an excellent defensive play, and that is huge. I mean, every time he scores, it's at least 50 yards?
Yeah, that one was about 62, maybe 63 yards on the interception return for the touchdown. And just when Crookston thought they got the 3-and-out forced, maybe get some momentum going, the interception has completely flipped this game, and it's 18-7. The Rams on top with a minute 33 left, and they're going to go for 2 again, as Wensloff is going to roll to his right, looking and still looking, and fires a pass, and it is incomplete. So the Rams are 0 for 3 going for it on going for 2. However, they have a 18-7 lead. Minute 33 left. We're going to keep it here right before we get to halftime, but that play, interception by Jordan Baravich, what a game he's having.
Thankfully, we're just getting to halftime, not the end of the game, because that would be a backbreaker otherwise. So, I mean, this is going to be a really big test for the Pirates. You give up a big play like that. I mean, it's only been big plays of how they scored. You really kind of wish, if you're on this Crookston sideline, that you could break one. Just a large gain, 50-yard gain, don't even have to score. But really, Roseau, I mean, they've just been relying on the big plays, and give them credit, they're capitalizing.
Just a huge play from Jordan Baravich there, and that could be a play that really flips not just the tide of this game, but the tide of the season, especially for a freshman like Jordan is. That could get his confidence going, and he made an exceptional job reading the play, and he jumped right out in front of it, and that looked like something you see on Sundays.
I forgot he was a freshman. My goodness. I mean, he's playing like an upperclassman, a senior even. I mean, he just has that confidence, and again, just having a physical ability to make these big plays, these long runs, and give him credit. This is that's a Ram that the Roseaus will be pretty happy to have on their team for quite some time.
And this is going to be a short kick, and the Pirates just hop on top of that. So the Pirates just jump on top of it. They're going to have good field position, 1:32 left still. And, we talked about it, Bo. You just said it. If the Pirates are able to break off one of these big plays, they could be right in scoring range and possibly add some points right before the half and maybe grab some of that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they are going to get the ball back at half as well, so that does help their cause, but you'd really like to be able to tack at least a field goal on. I mean, making a one-possession game going to half would be huge, but either way, just getting it a little closer would be great. I mean, you're not out of it. It's a two-score game. There's plenty of game left, but you also have to just keep that mentality up that, don't let it get in your head, and remember there's plenty of game left if you're Crookston.
From the 43-yard line, Lebarski out of the shotgun. Back to pass, sets up the screen and gets it to Collette. He dances around one and is knocked down by Baumgartner again. Landon Baumgartner, the nose tackle in on the stop. It's a loss of 3. Pirates are going to be backed up at the 40.
I do like the play call, though. The fact they went back to the pass after the interception shows you have confidence in your quarterback. And so I like that play call there. And, again, minute left, the clock's running. Neither team has timeout, so you're just kind of really setting the stuff, unless you, again, break a big play, you really just try to set yourself up for the second half at this point.
Lebarski out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. Now he sends one across the formation from left to right. That's Parker Kelly, who is in motion as Lebarski takes the snap, avoids a pass rush, but now he's going to be dropped for a sack. And it's James Jock. He's been all over the place, hasn't been able to get to Lebarski, finally does. It's a loss of a yard. And the clock is ticking as we are at half a minute remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Jock's been in that backfield quite a bit. Lebarski's been elusive enough to avoid him up to this point. And a tough break for the Pirates there as we'll have one more play, if anything, at about 20 seconds, actually 15 seconds left by now.
So 10 seconds left. Pirates trying to get out in formation before, and now they're going to get a flag as they had some guys in motion, and 5.8 seconds left. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
Well, at least that rate it stops the clock.
Yeah, it's one way how to stop the clock.
You know, I don't know. I mean, you're just trying to find some positives. It's not really make a big difference there. I would assume those 5 yards. So, yeah, last play of the half here, and then we'll be talking to the Roseau head coach there, Coach Hedden. Pardon me. We'll talk to him, and then we'll talk to Coach Lebarski after the break when the teams come back right before the start of the second.
Well, Bo, I'll let you go chase down Coach Hedden as it is halftime now. Roseau with an 18-7 lead over Crookston. Jordan Borovich, have yourself a first half. He had a 59-yard touchdown run, an 84-yard touchdown run, and then the big pick six that has really blown things open here for Roseau. And an exceptional first half for the freshman. He has done it all. The Pirates were able to get a 1-yard QB sneak from Tegan Lebarski after they forced a fumble defensively. And we are still waiting for Bo to get over there to the sideline to get Coach Hedden, who's in his 5th season. He's got to be liking what he's seeing out of his Roseau Rams, and it looks like Bo has got him right now. We'll send it down to you, Bo.
Thank you, Tyler. Yes, Coach Hedden here with for Roseau. And, Coach, just initial thoughts after that first half.
Lots of back and forth. We pulled away there a little bit in the second quarter, but it's still have second half to come.
Yeah, and, well, I think the main storyline, the main player to look at there is Jordan Borovich. Wow, what a performance. 3 big plays, 3 scores. I mean, both sides of the ball. I mean, just your initial reaction to that, and, I mean, are you surprised?
No, I've been watching it all year. That's freshman. That's just an absolute stud.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. I had to be I didn't even realize he was a freshman. I had to be notified that he was a true freshman. I mean, it's just so weird to say that someone, a 9th grader, coming in, making these big plays, scoring all your points. But, I mean, you've had some success on both sides of the ball. And what do you really need to work on in this? Well, actually, first things first, what did you like in that first half?
I mean, obviously big plays. We had 3 huge plays, and that's really what we haven't had so far this year. So we just got to keep it going in the second half.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. It's if you can make those big plays, it always helps. And what do you need to work on in the second half?
Just take care of the football. Make sure that we don't if we have a 4th and 1, make sure either punt or get that yard. So that's the big thing is execution.
Yeah, well, Coach, we'll talk to you after the game as well. Best luck in the second half.
Thank you very much.
Tyler, back to you.
Thank you, Bo, and thank you, Coach Hedden, for the halftime interview. So that is going to do it for the first half. We're going to step aside and take a 3-minute break. And when we come back, we're going to take a look at our draft scoreboard update, recap the first half, preview the second half, also have an interview with Coach Lebarski. That all forthcoming here on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
Welcome back to the halftime show as it is 18-7. Roseau is on top of Crookston, and it's been all Jordan Borovich for Roseau, a 59-yard first quarter touchdown run. Then in the second quarter had an 84-yard touchdown run right after Crookston scored. And then right before the end of the half with about a minute and a half left, he was able to get a pick six. He went over 60 yards the other way, avoided a couple of Pirates defenders to get the touchdown, and that was a huge momentum swinging play as the Pirates were looking to possibly add some points right there before the end of the first half, but it indeed ended up being the Roseau Rams who got some points right there at the end of the half. Taking a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, number 1 Barnesville, they're up 52-0 over War Road at the half. And looking around elsewhere, not a lot of scores rolling in as of yet. Fertile Beltrami, they are leading Kitson County Central 8-0. That one still in the early stages of the first quarter. And trying to see if there's anything else for you out on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. We've got East Grand Forks. They are up 8-3 over Thief River Falls. Fergus Falls is over Perham 21-0. And that's about it as far as our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Still waiting to get an interview with Coach Lebarski, but Bo, let's talk about, I mean, we've talked about Jordan Borovich the whole night for Roseau, but outside of him, it's really been all him. And other than that, I mean, Crookston probably would have the lead if Jordan wasn't out on the field.
Yeah, for sure. 3 big plays. Well, 2 on the offensive side, 1 on the defensive side of the ball, really just he's been the spark plug. And on the defensive side of the ball, they had a lot of contributions from all over too. I will say that much. I mean, you've had James Jocks there with that sack, plus some other other tackles in the backfield. Jordan Borovich has been in the interior plugging that up, as well as Landon Bumgarter. So there's some good defensive plays, but Borovich there. Where is it? Here. Jake Borovich. No, Jordan.
Yeah.
Of course, they all start with J, too. That's what's confusing. Anyway, he's been really that spark plug and really just creating a lot of chaos for the Pirates. I mean, it's tough when you have one guy who's really just, giving all the points away for him. So, it's going to be tough to stop that as well. I mean, because I feel like if you focus too much on him, there's some other players on that Roseau offense that can hurt you. So, it's a big task, to say the least.
Yeah, it will be a big task for Crookston. The good thing is they did defer the coin toss, so they won it at the first half. So that's going to be huge for Crookston, and you got to think if they're able to start things off well in the second half, maybe that can kind of spark them.
Yeah, that'd be huge. I mean, you really just got to get started on the right foot, especially when you're down in the second half. And I just saw Antonio Romo did take off his pads. Looks like he's going to be done for sure here. I'm going to check and see if we have an update on what happened, if it's maybe a pulled hamstring or something, or quad, or I don't know. But they were stretching it out a lot. It looked like it might be cramping, but he's not coming back in, so it's not a great sign. But, they just got to really get things going. I mean, Lebarski has got to use his legs and maybe get some passes to Coette. I mean, Coette and Erickson, both running the ball and receiving, are very good weapons to have. So we'll see if the Pirates' offensive line could give Lebarski some time and maybe get some quick passes here, but it looks like we'll be able to talk to Lebarski here in just a moment.
Yeah, we'll let you wander over there and go grab Coach Nate Lebarski. And, you know, in talking with him this morning, we talked a little bit about how last year it was they struggled. Crookston did in the regular season, got a late win, and that really sparked their run to get to the section championship game. And this could have been one of those games, and this still could be one of those games where if they're able to get the victory, especially being down 11 at halftime, to come back, that can give the Pirates a ton of momentum moving towards the postseason. And the same thing for Roseau, as you heard both of the coaches in the pregame interviews. They really emphasized how important this game is, not just for the seeding purposes, as of course everyone's trying to avoid the top 2 seeds and mainly the top seed in Barnesville, but trying to get the seeding and just get the win and seeing the win go up your way can sometimes spark a team too. So still waiting for Coach Lebarski to break the huddle over there as he's still talking to some of his guys at this halftime break. So we are going to step aside for just 30 seconds. We'll step aside really quick, and hopefully we'll have Coach Lebarski on the other side of this timeout here on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
UMC, as we are still awaiting Coach Lebarski's interview. And it was a very, very interesting first quarter as Jordan Borovich, he was able to take a reverse. He went 59 yards. That was the first score of the game, and then we were scoreless up through the second quarter when it was after Crookston, they were able to force a fumble. They hopped on top of it, started the drive at the 6-yard line, and on 3rd and goal, Tegan Lebarski took it himself for a 1-yard QB sneak. Then right after that, there was a penalty that was called on Roseau that backed them up to their own 16-yard line, and it was an 84-yard run from Jordan Borovich on a reverse once again as he was able to get his second touchdown of the game. And a little while later, right before the half with about a minute and a half left, Jordan Borovich able to get the pick 6, and he was able to get the touchdown, and that is how we stand at 18-7 here at the half between Roseau and Crookston. Both teams winless on the season, looking for their very important first win on the season. It is senior night here in Crookston. Taking a look at both teams' schedules for the rest of the season. Next week, Crookston, they host War Road for homecoming week. Then they travel to Barnesville and to Hawley. That is how Crookston's regular season will play out. And for the Rams, they host Frazee next week. Then they travel to Pelican Rapids and then host War Road before section quarterfinals take place. And when it gets to the playoffs, anything can happen, especially in high school sports. But a win here for both sides could be very pivotal. So still awaiting for Coach Lebarski to give us an interview. So we are going to step aside once again for another break. We'll take just another 30-second timeout, and then hopefully we'll hear from Coach Lebarski here on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
Scores to update you on the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Frazee is up 6-0 over Pelican Rapids with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. As I mentioned earlier, Fergus Falls up 21-0 over Perham. And East Grand Forks, they are still winning 8-3. Thief River Falls has the ball as that one is in the third quarter. And taking a look elsewhere, still at the half is Barnesville and War Road, 52-0 Barnesville on top at the half. And let's see in 9-man if there are any other scores from around the area. Fertile Beltrami able to score once again. It's 16-0 as they are beating Kitson County Central with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. And looking elsewhere for some other scores, doesn't look like there's a whole lot rolling in as of right now. So looks like we are still waiting for Coach Lebarski as halftime is about to come to a close here as 18-7 Will Bow. Let's what are you looking for out of the Pirates in this second half?
I'm looking for, can you hear me?
Yep,
Okay.
now I can.
All right. Yeah, I'm just looking for some some big plays. I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later. They've had a couple 15, 20-yard plays here, but a big one to really break it out and really give them some more momentum. Huge. So that'd be an ideal situation. And just the defense. I mean, they've been playing pretty good. It's literally just 2 plays on defense that have that's come to be 12 points. So if they can fix that up, tighten that up, they'll be looking a lot better. Let's see if I can get Lebarski here real quick.
As Coach Lebarski is going over towards you, Bo. We'll throw it down to you really quick as see if Coach is able to get an interview. Time is really winding down. So, yeah, Bo, take it away.
No worries. All right. Tyler, can you hear me?
Yep, I've got you.
Good deal. All right. Well, Coach, quickly before the second half starts, initial thoughts on that first half.
Big plays. 2 of them on offense on sweeps and one. We just didn't throw the ball very well and got a pick. So we need to minimize mistakes and move the football second half.
Quick things that you just told your team there at the halftime before we started this one.
That we're in the ball game. And we need to go out and put a drive together right now.
I agree, Coach. Thanks. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
Tyler, back to you.
Very important drive coming up as we are ready to start this second half. Kicking off from left to right is Roseau, and that one goes over Erickson's head into the end zone for a touchback. Well, Bo, we heard it from the man himself, Coach Lebarski, and he knows how big of a drive this is. And with the Pirates, that's a big reason why you defer after winning the kick. You try and get the first score of the second half. It's usually one of the most important, if not the most important, drives of the ball game.
Oh, exactly. And and right now, this sideline's pretty excited. They're in it, they're feeling it, and that's what you want to see right now. As like I said, they're in the game, as Lebarski said. That's the big thing. They've had a couple rough games so far, and it's good to see them be in this one and really get things going, hopefully, in this second half.
So it'll be Lebarski under center. And he's going to turn and toss this one to Erickson, going right side. He's going to go upfield, gets past the 20 to the 24-yard line, where he's going to be knocked down by Jake Barovich. Be a gain of about 4, maybe they'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down. We'll give him the 5 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 5. Second and 5 for Crookston. 25, and Lebarski, he's going to hand this off to Erickson. He is knocked down once again. It's Landon Baumgartner with the stop right away, and that's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and short for the Pirates. So 3rd down. Looks like 3 yards as the ball's at the 27 as the lights are on, the sun is set.
I believe they say Friday Night Lights. Is that how it
Yeah,
is?
yeah, a little traditional Friday Night Lights, if you will. 3rd and 3 as Lebarski under center once again hands this off to Erickson up the middle, and he is going to be stood up right at the line to gain. This is right at the 30, and this is going to depend on, should be a first down. We'll have to see. Yeah, they are going to give him the first down as the ball is on the 30. So they've been riding Jake Erickson a lot here in the first half. We see it again in the second half. And That's going to be a first down as we are a minute and a half through this third quarter. Huge drive for both sides because, obviously Roseau, they don't want to give up another touchdown as well. It's going to be a handoff again. Erickson up the middle. That one is going to be sniffed out by the Rams. First man in there is Landon Baumgartner, and that's going to be a loss of a yard, maybe 2 yards too. And Landon Baumgartner, boy, he's quietly been having a great game on the defensive line.
Yeah, no, and also in there was, I believe, Riley Haviger, and really just both those guys up in that interior, those two inside spots have just been just huge for Roseau. It's tough. You really can't get a lot of action down in the middle, and so we do have an injured player coming off here. That is the center, Arriaga. So that's not great for the Pirates. You can't. Jose Arriaga is again the center, so it's tough. You don't want to have a backup in there for a big drive like this.
Isaiah Reyes came in off the bench. Is this going to be a reverse for Carter Coet coming near side? He's going to get across the 30, and it's going to be wrapped up and tackled at the 34. That's going to move things closer, and it's going to make it third and manageable for the Pirates rather than third and behind the sticks.
Yeah, they needed that one right there. A good play to cut out to the left and cut right back in there by Coet. And so we'll see if this, it's not quite two-down territory. You really need to get this on third down here, being on your own side of the 50. So big play here coming up from the Pirates, and Roseau, a big stop here could really help them put this game away early in the second half.
Third and a long 5. The Pirates need the 40 for a first down. It'll be Lebarski under center once again with Erickson behind him. Lebarski's going to take the snap. It's play action, rolling to the right, looking for Coet, and it was a little bit behind him. I think the timing was just maybe half a step off, and it's going to be incomplete, and fourth down looming for the Pirates here with 8:38 left in the third.
And that play has worked for the Pirates quite a bit this year, and again, just the timing a little off. And again, Roseau catches a break there, and now they will be getting the ball back here as Erickson's back to punt.
And Erickson with the big leg can flip the field. So here on fourth down, Erickson is going to have to punt, and this one's going to take a bounce at the 41. And Jordan Borowski's going to wave everyone off, and that one's going to be touched up at about the 39, and that's where Roseau is going to start. So a nice punt from Erickson as that goes about 30 yards. 8.5 left here in the third quarter. Roseau, first time that they're going to get the ball here in the second half. It's going to be 61 yards away, and we've talked a lot about Jordan Borovich. So it's going to be Wenzloff out of the shotgun. Jake Borovich to his right, sends a man in motion. That's Tucker Queen. Westloff throws it back to Jake Borovich, throws a stiff arm, bullies his way for a couple of yards. He'll get 4 on the catch and run. And that's going to bring him to the 43-yard line, 2nd and 6. So Borovich, Jake Borovich, that is, with another catch on the evening. Heard a lot about his running game, but this evening, he's been doing a lot catching the ball. Jordan Borovich is in the slot on the right side. Called his name a lot this evening. Wenzloff takes the snap, fires to Jordan Borovich, who breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle at midfield, gets to the 40, to the 30, jukes the defender and is knocked down at the 20. Great effort from Clay Hansen coming from the defensive line, making the tackle, but it's a big first down. And that's going to set up the Rams inside the 20-yard line. So that's going to give him 38 yards on the catch and run for Borovich. So 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Rams, excuse me. Jordan Borovich doing it all. This is going to be a handoff for Tucker Queen going on the reverse to the left side. Breaks a tackle, and Carter Coette makes the tackle. And it's going to be a gain of about a yard. Tucker Queen only able to get a yard there. He ran virtually the whole length of the field as he came across the formation as we're under 7 minutes left here in the third. Score still 18-7, Roseau on top, but they are driving in the red zone right now. Pirates looking for a large stop here. Wensloff takes a snap, rolling right, avoiding the pass rush. Wensloff's going to take it himself, lowers the shoulder, gets knocked out of bounds at around the 15. Have to see where the officials mark him out at. They're going to mark him down at the 14. Gain of about 4. That'll set up 3rd down and 5. Third down and 5 for the Pirates, or for the Rams. At the 14, they need to get down to the 9 for a first down. Haven't seen them attempt an extra point yet, so have to wonder if they would go for it here if they are unable to get the first down. They're going to hand it off to Jordan Borovich on the reverse. He cuts upfield, gets past the 10, and he's right around the line to gain. We're going to have to see. It'll depend on the spot. Referee says it is enough for a first down.
No, yeah, that was a good play there. Ooh, turn me down a little bit there, Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit up maybe. But anyway, yeah, no. So, yeah, I made the line there, the first down. Good, heavy downhill running. That's what you'd like to see.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Rams looking to strike once again. Wensloff out of the gun. Has Jake Borovich to his right. Wensloff is going to pass, fires to Jake Borovich, who makes the grab and is knocked down by Carter Coette. It'll be a gain of a yard on the reception as we're at the halfway point of the third quarter. So they'll give him a yard on the catch. And once again, calling Carter Coette's name on a defensive tackle.
I mean, that's what he's there for, right?
Yeah. He has been superb on the defensive side. As the Pirates need to stop here. The Rams looking to score their 4th touchdown of the evening. Second down and goal from the 8. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Rams. Wensloff out of the gun, rolls to his left, just flips it over to Jake Borovich, who tries to throw the stiff arm, and a couple of Pirates in on the stop, and once again, Carter Coette leading the charge.
Yeah, Lebarski did a good job there, just kind of getting in the way there. I mean, it's going to take a couple guys to take down Borovich there. That's a big boy. So, yeah, Jake Borovich is, getting some action here. You like to see that. The Rams have scored on those big, long plays, so you haven't had to see too many of these kind of methodical drives, so they're kind of starting to spread it out a little bit. But again, as you mentioned, Carter Coette was definitely in on that gang tackle there.
3rd and goal from the 6. Huge plays. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They'll hand it off to Jordan Borovich up the middle, and he is going to be stopped short of the end zone. And a couple of Pirates looked like Carter Coette was in on the stop, Riley Helgeson as well. And now it'll be decision time for Roseau. We've seen him go for it, the 2-point conversion from this distance, as they're at the 2 right now. God, I think they're going to be going for it here.
Well, I know they did kick it the first. They did go for the PAT the first time, and it was wide left. But so they can kick it. I mean, they have the ability to it, but this close, I mean, if you turn it over, you're pinning the Pirates in their own 3-yard line, so I would say why not just go for it and try to get another score.
Wensloff is over at the sideline right now. He has his helmet off, and you got to wonder if Coach Hedden is going to take a timeout. Lets the clock run all the way down to 3:42 before taking a timeout. Rams are going to think about it. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout as you're listening to Roseau Rams and the Crookston Pirates. Roseau up 18-7 on KROX and Wild 102.
You're watching Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Frazee is winning 12-0 now over Pelican Rapids. That one's in the second quarter. And Hawley, they are up over Park Rapids 7-0. That one's in the second quarter too. So some big scores here in the section. 4th and 2. 4th and goal from the 2. It'll be Wensloff under center. 3 backs behind him. He hands it off to Jake Borofsky up the middle, and it doesn't look like he got there. He is not going to get there. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. I believe that was Clay Hansen again who was in there.
Yeah, no, another great job there by that interior defense. And, I mean, I'm surprised Roseau didn't try to spread it out to the edges. I mean, Crookston has been doing a phenomenal job inside there between Riley Helgeson, Clay Hansen, and also that second level with the linebackers, Jake Erickson, Carter Coette. They've been doing a phenomenal job filling those gaps, stopping the interior run, the inside run. And granted, you got a long field ahead, so it's going to be a tough drive for the Pirates. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in this third quarter here, and we'll see if they can get something going. You're pinned down on your own 4. You really just try to get some yards here to get a little more breathing room.
Lebarski's going to be out of the shotgun. He's standing a yard deep in his own end zone. Sends Coed in motion. And Lebarski's going to keep it himself going up the middle. Might have lost a yard there.
I'd probably say about a no gain or maybe a yard loss, but you know, that's the thing. I just don't know about calling from the shotgun there this far to let that much of a slow developing play when you're this far into your own end. Roseau's done a phenomenal job of sniffing out these long developing plays. I mean, it's really, you got to get something quick to get past this this front line who's been doing a lot of good work for the Rams.
Yeah, we've talked a ton about Landon Baumgartner, who's been leading the interior defense for Roseau. Out of the gun again, Lebarski. He has to jump past this over to Erickson. He gets it over there to him, and Erickson across the 10 on the near side, thrown out of bounds. So that play looked like it could have gone from disaster to a positive play and nearly a first down.
And that's what it is. And, yeah, no, that's what you need to do. A quick play like that. It's a good jump pass, which you don't hear too often in football. But Lebarski, yeah, just kind of a quick hop there, and they're going to give him the first down as well.
Wow, so how about that? They get the first down, gain of 11. We'll call that a catch and run for Erickson. So huge play there. And that's also really nice for the Pirates because they're able to get themselves a little bit of breathing space. Now Lebarski isn't going to have to take snaps out of his own end zone.
Yeah, that's usually a plus, isn't it? And another good thing for the Pirates is that Jose Arriaga is going to come back in the next play as the starting center.
Lebarski under center, hands it, and they go right up the middle. Once again, Erickson, he's going to be stopped there and thrown back. Jack Jerome, and a late flag. Flag came in late. It looked like they might have gone a little too zealous on that tackle after the whistle.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a late hit or unsportsmanlike. And
it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's going to be 15 yards and a first down. And we've talked about it a lot in the first half, but it just goes to show how important these penalties are.
Yeah, I mean,
both sides.
That's a great break for the Pirates. They're tough for the Rams, who, again, would have had a big stop on first down. It really set up the Pirates to have to start to air it out a little bit or get something going. But for right now, they're looking a lot better with the ball in the 31.
2:41 left in this third quarter. And the clock is ticking, but as we mentioned, Pirates, this drive started all the way back at their own 4-yard line. Already been able to get 27 yards on the drive, and over half of that have been on that one penalty. Play action as Lebarski looking to throw, avoids a sack. I don't know how he got out of that. He's still alive and scrambles and gets some yardage. It looked like Miles Dixon had him all but wrapped up, and somehow Lebarski got out of it, and he made something out of nothing. got even past the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on that.
I mean, that should have been a loss of about 10, but yeah, he just stays on his feet. He's a tough player to take down, and he's shown that all season long. And I mean, he doesn't shy away from contact either.
No.
He was out of bounds when he made contact. That was impressive. I was kind of shocked that he did it. But he's a tough kid.
He is mighty intrepid. Just there is no fear in this kid whatsoever. He's going to take it himself, calls his own number, does Lebarski, and he's going to get a gain of about 7 yards, and they'll spot him at the 39. And again, it's going to be third and manageable, third and short coming up for the Pirates.
Yeah, Lebarski is fired up right now. I mean, he's definitely kind of feeling himself right now. Confidence is brewing, and that's what you like to see. Run with confidence, run with purpose, and get those feet moving. And a big third down play here with the Pirates down by 11. How to do quick math there. Jeez, that was rough.
I'm glad you didn't pull the calculator out, because on the live stream, I think you might have been sold out there. So
Crookston High School math for you. Anyway.
Third and short for the Pirates. They're going to hand it off to Erickson up the middle, and he is going to put his head down and get the first down. He was churning his legs and got past the line to gain. He needed 2, got 3, and that'll move the chains.
Tyler, welcome to Hard-Nosed Section 8 football. This
I
is
love
what
it.
you love to see here. This is how you love to see it. I mean, this is what I grew up on, and you take the ball, you try to run it down the middle, and you just keep your feet moving. You're not coming out of this game without a few bruises.
Sometimes old school still works, and it did there for the Pirates, and it has all night as the run game here for Carter Coet. And he tried to go on the reverse that time. That one was sniffed out by Miles Dixon, and there was no gain there.
And he wasn't technically on the ground yet, so he was trying to get back up to keep going. But unfortunately, I mean, he was held down, so they called it dead. But as clock is winding down, last 50 seconds of this quarter, Pirates, again, hopefully this quarter break doesn't slow down their momentum, because right now they're really just chugging along.
However, they do need 2 scores, so they will need to score somewhat quickly. So we're approaching 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's a handoff to Erickson. He goes through a stiff arm, breaks a tackle, gets across midfield, and he's going to get the first down as he's knocked out of bounds by Ethan McDonald, but it's a first down for the Pirates. And he gets 11 on the play, and he's going to get out to the 46-yard line, so momentarily the clock stops with 27.9 seconds left. Maybe one last play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Miles Dixon was in the backfield there, or past the line of scrimmage, and a big stiff arm from Erickson really prevented that from being a loss on the play. So, I mean, that's the thing. The Pirates, again, they're just running with confidence. It's what you really want to see when you're down 2 scores.
Once again, Lebarski under center, has Erickson behind him. And why not give it right back to Erickson? It's been working. He's going to get past the 40, and he was dragging Miles Dixon with him. Riley Habiger needed to come in and help out on the tackle. It's a gain of about 8 yards, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. So we didn't have a score in that quarter, but a lot of action as we head to the fourth quarter. The Roseau Rams still leading 18-7 over the Crookston Pirates. We're going to step aside for a 30-second break here on KROX.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
Welcome back to University of Minnesota Crookston. What a battle we have for you as the Roseau Rams have an 18-7 lead over the Crookston Pirates. The Pirates are driving right now. This drive started all the way at their own 4-yard line. They have made it all the way, as of right now, to the 38. And they're looking for more, and they're looking for another touchdown. But it's 2nd down and 2 as we are about to start this fourth quarter. The Rams already out there on the defensive side. Crookston about to run out onto the field, and 2nd and 2 about to come up. Huge drive for Crookston. They have to come away with points. Even if they get a field goal, that would still keep this a one-score game. But they have to get points here. What a drive it's been. It's going to be Carter Coet who's behind Tegan Lebarski. And Lebarski hands it off to Coet, going straight up the middle. Nothing going there. And looks like, once again, Landon Bumgardner with the stop.
You can pretty much just assume if it's up the middle, he's making the tackle.
Yeah.
He's been a force so far for the Rams, and that really fired up the Rams after that one. Crookston was, after that last run there by Erickson to end the quarter, they were pretty fired up. The stands getting pretty loud as well. Student section still standing up. Looks like they're doing a bit of a whiteout, but it's been a great night so far as they continue on here, the big third down play.
3rd and 2. Lebarski, he's going to keep it himself, a juke move, and that brings him for a first down and more. A couple more jukes inside the 30. He's wrapped up inside the 25, and a tackle made by Ethan McDonald, possibly saving a touchdown, but it's a gain of 17 for Lebarski. He gets to the 21, and it's a first down. And once again, turning nothing into something.
Running hard and running hard and running hard. That's what you got to do if you want to have some success in this game. It seems like whether it's a hard nose up the middle like the Pirates have done, or the Rams have had some success on the outsides with running some quick speed there with Baravich. But it's been a really hard-nosed game so far, and this drive continues with just under 11 minutes left.
Again, drive started at their own 4. They're at the 21 right now as it's Erickson up the middle. Gets inside the 20, and it'll be a gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Pirates. Boy, how many times have we said Jake Erickson this evening doing something? You talked about him in the pregame, Bo, and he's really been putting on a show.
Oh, that's the thing. I mean, he's just an athlete there that can really help you out on all areas of the field, inside, outside, both sides of the ball, special teams, you name it. He's there.
It's going to be a handoff for Erickson. This one's going to be blown up, and a great defensive play made in the backfield as James Jock, again, he's had a couple of really timely plays at defensive end. He blew that one up. It's going to be a loss of 3, and now it's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, and that's really stopped this momentum for the Pirates. And as you said, Jocks has really just found the right times to make those big plays, and definitely another huge play there, and a couple of the Rams helping out. So this could be huge for Roseau. I mean, you're almost down in four down territory. If you get a good chunk of yards here, you definitely could be going for it.
9 3/4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter as Lebarski takes the snap. He'll take it himself, and ball's out. It's loose, and who came up with it? It's going to be the Rams' Tucker Queen, who comes up with the loose ball. Lebarski had it stripped from him, and a huge turnover as Roseau's going to take over at the 27, and what was a promising drive is going to result in a turnover.
That is just a heartbreaker for the Pirates. I mean, again, you had such a great drive there. Went, 70 yards just about, and just for that to end like that is real tough for Roseau. That's a huge stop. Bend, don't break mentality there, and they take over and have a good possibility, a good opportunity rather, to ice this game. Crookston needs to step up. They need to stick with it if they want to at least have a chance.
Have to see if the Pirates are able to force a turnover of their own. 1st and 10 from the 27 for Roseau. And this one's going to be a handoff up the middle, and it goes for about 2, maybe 3 yards, as taking the carry was Jack Jerome.
Tate Hamry and Carter Coet on the tackle there, and that's the thing. Roseau's just they're fine with a little run there to drain that clock some more, and again, yeah, Crookston really. I mean, the turnover game is. Roseau's up 1. I wasn't going to say even on the fumble side, but that interception, so it's 2-1, correct?
Yes, you are right. But those 2 turnovers for Crookston have been timely. The one was the pick 6 right before the end of the half, and then the fumble just a moment ago. Under 9 minutes left in the 4th, as this is going to be a pitch for Jordan Baravich. Right side, breaks through again. 1st down and more to the 40, to the 30. Avoids a diving defender, and he's going to go for another touchdown. 70 yards for Jordan Baravich, and the freshman having the game of his very young career. Wow, what a game.
I mean, just, wow. I don't know why they haven't been doing that all game. Just go to the edge with him, because goodness, he just beats everyone. I mean, he just has that speed and the elusiveness to miss those tackles there around the line and around the edge there. Just a phenomenal play there, and just a heartbreaker for Crookston.
Yeah, he is. Every time that Crookston has been trying to come up with a big stop, it feels like he has been the man who has come up with a huge play. As we're going to see Roseau go for 2 once again. Boy, what a game for Jordan Borovich. And under center is Wensloff again. He's going to roll out to his right, fires a pass. Diving attempt that's not caught by Jake Borovich. But Roseau, they are up 24-7. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. And Bo, we'll keep it here. Let's just talk about that run again. I mean, how much more can we say about this kid?
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, we don't really do player of the games, but he'd definitely be the one. I mean, obviously, this has just been, as you said, a career performance. I mean, he's only a freshman, but I don't know if he'll. I mean, he probably won't top this at this rate. I mean, he's only going to get better, you would assume, with age and as he gets bigger and stronger and older. So, just, I mean, yeah, you really can't write it any better than that. He is just carrying the Roseau Rams on his back, and yeah, just huge. And I see the full moon creeping over and across the way here.
Yeah.
And as this beautiful night continues, that is the one thing we can say positive. It's a great night.
Perfect night. Looks like a great weekend too coming up.
For sure. So, yeah, this thing, Crookston just, I mean, they're having some more success especially with running the ball, which is something Nate Lebarski really wanted to get worked on, but it's just can't finish it right now.
And the kick is going to go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line, so that'll be Pirates should be taking over at the 35. But Jordan Borovich having a night to remember in his fledgling career, as this has been a spectacular performance. And 24-7 is the score for Roseau. 8:41 left, and the Pirates are going to need to put together a couple of really quick drives.
Well, and I believe is it 18 unanswered points right now? It was 7-6, and then
yeah. It was 7-6.
Roseau is just, again, they've just really controlled the game. And there's been points where Crookston has had opportunities. Again, like I said, they had some great drives and great plays, but just can't get it all together. So it's tough to see, but on the bright side, at least, they have been making some improvements, so they are looking to improve on that sense. It looks like there's some miscommunication errors. I don't know what's going on here. Look at the sideline, a little confused, and I think there's going to be a timeout here, and there will be.
Yeah, Crookston's going to take a timeout as they were. Chain gang took a little while to get set up as the ball went out of bounds at the 33, and with the 5-yard penalty, Crookston's going to start this drive from the 38. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds, and when we come back, we'll see what Crookston has coming out of the timeout on KROX and Wild 102.
You're watching Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate Activities on the KROX live stream.
It is a 24-7 lead for the Roseau Rams. Crookston just called a timeout. They are now down. They just took their first timeout of the half. Both teams have 2 timeouts left in this half, as not a lot of time left for the Pirates to try and get their first win on the season. Of course, Roseau looking for their first win of the season as well. And the Pirates, they're going to try and get some points together quickly. And obviously the Roseau Rams looking to, maybe Jordan Borovich is looking for another pick 6. It's going to be Lebarski who takes the snap, avoids the pressure, a little jump pass to Coet, and it just was incomplete. Coet made a great diving attempt for it, but it was just past his fingertips. It'll be second down.
Yeah, quick scoreboard update for you in the Major League Baseball. Twins are up 3-1 over the Colorado Rockies as they have runners on first and, 4-1. They just scored one there. I think a double play and a runner scored. So 4-1, Twins are up as they complete their last regular season series before playoffs start, which will carry all the playoff games right here on KROX Radio.
Some other scores on our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Freezy 18-14 over Pelican Rapids with a minute left in the second quarter, and Hawley with the 14-7 lead over Park Rapids as they are at the midway point of the second quarter. A flag on the play. The ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Rams. It's Tucker Queen who's going to return it for a touchdown. He went about 25 yards on that scoop and score. And we'll have to check the flag. If it's on Crookston, you got to think that, obviously Roseau wouldn't accept it, but
obviously,
if this is offside, then that would be really big for Crookston. And it looks like the penalty is going to be
false start on Crookston.
Yep, it was a false start on Crookston. So yep, it's going to be a touchdown and the second defensive touchdown on the season for Roseau. And coming into this game, they had scored 28 points in their first 4 games. Tonight they're at 30, and they're looking for more. So they have a 30-7 lead with just under 8.5 minutes remaining in this game.
Yeah, just a tough break there. I mean, give credit to Roseau. Their defense has been really taking advantage of putting the pressure on and causing some turnovers. And even if it's an unforced turnover or error, they're taking advantage of it fully and scoring on 2 big ones there. So see if they can get another attempt here at the 2-point conversion.
And this time they're going to hand it off to Jordan Baravich, and Carter Coet is going to throw him down to the ground before he can get in. He got about maybe a yard or so, and that was it. So Carter Coet, another stop on defense. There's just no off switch on Carter Coet, but the Rams have been able to put up 30 points here this evening. It's a 30-7 lead for Roseau, and this has been a very impressive performance out of the Rams when the Pirates had that 7-6 lead, but it didn't last long.
No, it unfortunately didn't for Crookston. Really, Roseau just turned it on, and as I said, they bend, they didn't break. They really had some times where it looked like Crookston was going to get some going here, but then Roseau would get a turnover or just a stop, and you got to give credit to the Rams. They're playing a very good game, and of course, it doesn't hurt when you have one player getting 4 scores for you, 3, 4.
Yeah, 4 of the 5 have come via the freshman Jordan Baravich.
That usually helps.
Yeah, and then Tucker Queen coming up with the scoop and score for the Rams as they are about to kick off. Once again, doing the kicking duties is Jake Baravich. And on the near side, Erickson's going to have to field this one at the 17. And out to about the 25-yard line. And actually, I believe that was Miles Moore who had the return. So he's going to get out to about the 25, maybe the 26. And that's where the Pirates are going to start on first down.
He's got some speed. I think he would have been able to field that in the air. I think he would have been get some more yards there. He really got up and went. That was pretty impressive.
And Bo, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Tegan Lubinsky's on the sideline.
I believe you are correct there, so I believe it is calling the play as Carter Coet.
We saw in practice last week that, or at least in the warm-ups last week, that we saw Carter Coet taking some snaps under center, so we'll have to see if that is the direction that they're going to go in. Connor Hansen is also in the backfield too, but it'll be Coet who's going to be the quarterback now. Hansen to his right. Coet's going to take the snap out of the gun, rolling to his right, fires a pass. This one's going to be caught by Hamray, and it is a catch right on the sideline. And that's going to be near the first down marker too. They're going to get 7, maybe 8 yards. Yeah. So first throw for Coet is a success.
Good dart thrown right at the sidelines there. I mean, Hamray there with the catch, and he was right on the line. So, but the referee watched it in, and it was a good catch and a good play for Crookston.
So the catch made by Hamray, and they'll give him 8 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 2 as the Pirates need the 35 for a first. Coet out of the shotgun. Gets a couple of wide receivers to each side. Hansen still in the backfield flanking him. Coette's going to take it himself. Goes up the middle, gets the first down and more on the near side. Breaks through. He's at the 40 to the 30, the 20, the 10, and he is going to score. And it is a 67-yard run for Carter Coette.
Hey, there's that big play we were talking about.
Boy, these long touchdown runs, we had a 1-yard QB sneak earlier. Everything else has been on the other side of midfield, and it looks like the Pirates are going to go for 2. At least Coach Lebarski he was signaling that. I'm assuming that means they'll be going for 2. 8:02 left.
Yep, Coette's there getting the play relayed over to the rest of the players, and he'll be going for 2, and I think that's a 15-point game.
Yeah, a 2-point conversion here can be really huge. Knocking it down to a 2-score ball game, as you just mentioned. So here's Coette out of the gun. It was a bad snap, but he picks it up, trying to improvise and go around the right side, throws a stiff arm and another one, and he's going to get the 2-point conversion. However, there's a flag down, and I believe it's going to be on Crookston. Holding on the Pirates. And that is going to
try that again, yeah.
Yeah, that is going to take that one off the board. Now, you know, if they do kick the extra point and make it, that would still be a 2-score game. However, you would need 2 2-point conversions on top of your next 2 scores if they were able to tie it up.
No, they're going to go for it again here with for the 2. And on the right side, actually, you get 2 points. I mean, you get a better, hopefully a cleaner play, not a broken play. So there's that. But I mean, the ball's at the 11, I think, 12-yard line here. So it's a doable play here. So it's not like you're back at the 20.
We'll have to see what they have dialed up here. So the 2-point conversion from the 12 this time. Coette out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to each side. Hansen in the backfield flanking him, and Coette, he's going to throw, going for his tight end, and that is going to be incomplete. And that means it is a 17-point ball game and is a 3-score game, 30-13 with 8:02 left here in this ball game. And that happened right out in front of you. It looked like there was a lot of contact. The referees, I think it was a good decision to call a no call there, as it was a pretty aggressive play on both sides.
Yeah, and you know it was overthrown just a little bit. If Hamry would have kept on running his route a little bit more, I mean, granted you had to look back and see where the ball was. If he wouldn't have slowed down while doing it, it would have been a little more possible to catch, and maybe they would have thrown a flag then. But I think they just ruled that, and they weren't going to catch it. So.
Yeah, and there was a lot of hand fighting from both sides too.
Yeah,
you know,
it was a pretty even in that regard. So yeah, 8:02 left here and 13:30, and we'll see what Crookston can dial up here. I mean, that's tough to not get a point there in the 2-point conversion, but we've seen crazier things happen in high school football.
Yeah, I always like to say weirder things have happened, and you never know in high school athletics. Yeah, anything is possible.
Well, and plus, too, that was just big for Crookston and their sideline, the fans as well, just to get back in it. They haven't had a score since the first quarter or second quarter, and they just needed something. So that was good to see, and hopefully, I mean, just get some momentum here, and again, at the very least, end the game here on some high notes.
Yeah, that was a huge play for Coette. As coming into this game, he had 36 rushing yards on the season. 67 on that play as Roseau's expecting the onside. Here it is, and getting on top of it. Now the ball's still loose. We'll have to see who comes out of it. The scrum is right at the 48-yard line. Roseau saying they have it. Of course, Crookston sideline saying they have it.
And that was Ashton Schockman with the beauty of an onside kick. And they got the ball.
Crookston gets the ball. It looks like who came up with it was Parker Kelly.
Oh, look at that.
And the Crookston sideline is fired up. The Crookston fans are fired up. 8 minutes left. Well, folks, this game might not be over.
I mean, that was, again, a beautiful onside kick. He just followed it the whole way. Roseau honestly just looked a little shocked that he didn't kick it towards, left or right. He just kicked it right up the middle. And, yeah, I mean, that was a phenomenal play there. You don't see many onside kicks really work in high school.
Yeah.
So give him credit there. And 8 minutes left. I mean, another big play. Who knows?
It's that newer style of onside kick where you have your kicker kick it right up the middle and have a couple guys chase it. And it worked to perfection for the Pirates as they get the ball on the 48. Coet back to pass. And he's going to take off and run a flag in the backfield as Coet gets a first down. He's at the 35, gets about 15 yards, but looks like that's going to come back as might be another Crookston penalty.
And that is just a killer right there. It is another hold. Just unfortunate there. I mean, to have a big play like that and really get momentum, and then it comes crashing down. But for Roseau, obviously, they'll take that.
That's
big.
Yeah, if it gets to slow the momentum down because Crookston, I mean, you could feel it. Even the student section, they've all gone from the bleachers all the way right up to the fence in the stands. They're fired up as well. Everyone on the Crookston side's fired up, and then that penalty is really gonna slow things down for their momentum. But it was just a few moments ago we saw Coet go 67 yards.
That's fair. That's a good point. So we'll see what. I mean, it looks like Coet was going to try to go to the air there, and then he decided to tuck it in and get some yards. So if he does that again, I mean, they're back in a good position.
So it's 1st and 20 from their own 42. Coet back to pass. He's looking, rolling to his right. On the near side, fires a pass. It was nearly intercepted, and they're going to say he was out of bounds. And coming over to make the play was the quarterback, Eli Wensloff, who also plays linebacker. He was trying to plead his case that he was in bounds.
He was not. I had a good angle of that. His half his body was out of bounds there, but still a good play by Wensloff there. Coet looking for Hamry there, but he was throwing on the run there and just kind of rolled out of his hand, not smoothly, not cleanly. Didn't get a good spiral, but a long 2nd and 23 now. And again, so you got plenty of time. You got a couple plays here to get something going. You just got to get a big chunk here to make it 3rd and at least manageable, maybe a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable has been favorable for Crookston. 3rd and long is, it doesn't matter who you are, it's going to be really tough. To see what they have here as Coet fires a pass. It's going to be caught by Hamry right at around midfield. He's going to be dragged down at the 49. Making the tackle was Jordan Baravich. And so it'll be 3rd down and 13.
Hammer using all his height there, went up and got that one. Big play for the Pirates. I mean, and hey, I mean, I could make a case for 4-down territory if you get close enough. You don't have to get all 12. Get about 8, 9.
Yeah, get it to 4th and short.
Yeah, and roll the dice.
7 minutes left in this 4th quarter. 30-13, Roseau on top. Coet back to pass. Fires that pass, was tipped, and it's intercepted by Jordan Baravich again. He picks it off and goes on the far side, being chased by Coet. He's inside the 20, and this is going to be a 57-yard pick 6 by Jordan Baravich. What else can this kid do?
It's a cheat code. I mean, it's like, it feels like, I don't even know what to say. 2 pick 6s, 3 huge runs. I mean, this kid can do it all.
This is incredible from Jordan Baravich. That is his 5th touchdown on the day, 2nd on the defensive side, 3 offensive touchdowns, and it's 36-13 Roseau with 6:42 left in the 4th. And right after that onside kick, Bo, we've talked about it, the theme has been penalties, and that penalty really hurt Crookston's drive, and now it's really putting Crookston in a tough spot.
Yeah, the wind has gone out of the Pirate sails, as cliche as it is to say that here. Just a real demoralizing play there. The fact that he went all the way, too. I mean, if he picks it off and gets tackled right away, it's one thing, as this 2-point conversion, again, will fail. But I mean, you got to give him credit. The field vision that he has is so impressive. The fact that he can find a lane, use his speed, and he loves the sidelines, and he can just run all day.
And it was Jake Baravich who was in the face of Carter Coet on that play. He was really able to disrupt it and tip the pass, and that's why the pass it got deflected, went high into the air. Almost looked like a kickoff, actually, as the ball went end over end and fell right into the hands of Jordan Baravich. And he was able to take it back, and once again, when he gets into open space, he is just so hard to tackle. He is really shifty and super fast, and he was able to go about 57 yards And it's a 36-13 lead for Roseau. As Bo mentioned, the pass was incomplete on the 2-point attempt, and pass was a little bit short of the intended receiver.
Yeah, Borovich is going to be a pain for teams in this section for another 3 years. Got to think of that as well.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, I mean, if he's doing this as a freshman, what's he going to do as an upperclassman, or even next year?
Even next year, I mean, he's just going to build on it. We said it earlier. I mean, really can't say enough. And it's nice to see some newer players on both teams come in as the kick is off.
And that one is going to go over the head of Miles Moore. And that'll be a touchback. The Pirates will get the ball at their own 20, and it looks like Carter Coette's going to head back in as quarterback, and looks like Lebarski has his helmet off. And injuries have been an underlying story of this game. Antonio Romero went out after the first offensive play. Now Lebarski's out. So, you know, a couple of those injuries don't happen to Crookston. You know, this game could be very different too.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I highlighted Romero in pregame, and he had his lone play. He had a first down, and I talked to the trainer on the sideline here, and it sounded like it was a pulled muscle, and I'm not really sure exactly what. It's definitely not like a sprain or anything like that. They really can't pinpoint it too much, and so that's why he has not come back in. And yeah, it looks like some more players getting looked at. Not great for Crookston.
I said last week on the broadcast, when the ball's in Antonio Romero's hands, good things tend to happen. As Coette, he is going to pump fake on the near side, and he's going to scramble for about 2, maybe 3 yards. As he was scrambling all the way past midfield right in front of you, Bo. As he has an endless amount of energy. I wish that I had his energy, because he never seems to stop it. He's the first one back in the huddle.
I wish I could have half his energy. I mean, I'm only pushing 30. I'm not even that old. And I feel like I could go to sleep right now, and he's just bouncing off the walls. And you got to give him credit to it. You want to see a player have this energy down by this many scores here in this late of the game. Grant, he's a senior. I mean, this is what you want your senior leadership to do as well, as keep the momentum high, keep the heads up, and keep your spirits going, and try to get something going here.
You know, Bo, in fairness to you, you were on the air about 15 and a half hours ago, so, you know, we'll give you the pass on that one.
Appreciate it.
2nd and 7 from the 23. 3 wide receivers to Coette's left. 1 to his right as Coette fires towards the left side. That one's caught by Hamry. He gets the first down, and he was right at the sticks. That'll be a first down. He gets to the 30. And is there a flag in the backfield again? I believe there is. And
oh, you got to be. That's just killing him.
We'll have to see what the penalty is. It looks like face mask on Roseau. So big penalty for Crookston. 6.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Roseau with the 36-13 lead. So that's going to be 15 yards on top of. That's going to be 15 yards, so they're going to mark them at the 35.
And that's a break that Crookston hasn't had in a while. It seems like they've been only hurting themselves lately, and Roseau has been taking advantage. But see if Crookston can now take advantage of a big penalty here.
Clock is ticking. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Coette out of the gun again. And this time he's going to hand it off the middle, and a big stop made. And once again on the stop was Jack Jerome. He came flying from his linebacker position, and he wrapped up. I believe it was Connor Hansen who got the handoff.
That was correct, yes. And as you said, yeah, he really just came out of nowhere. It looked like he was, Hansen was at least going to get a couple yards there, but just all of a sudden that space was eaten up, and a good defensive play there.
Yeah, what an excellent play. He was coming downhill was Jack Jerome, and he's had a couple of plays too from the linebacking core, and a couple of players for Roseau that we've mentioned a couple of times on the air, but they've made some timely plays. So we are now under 5.5 minutes left in the fourth. It's 2nd and 9 after that gain of 1 from Hansen. Coette with 3 wide receivers to his right, and he's going to take the snap, gets out of a sack, still looking downfield, fires a pass, it's tipped, and is it caught by Parker Kelly? What a remarkable acrobatic grab as he gets the catch. It was tipped, he looked around for it and found it, and he gets to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that fired up the sideline again. That's good to see, and I'm a little bummed my camera focused on a player closer to me. I thought I would have gotten that one, but either way, great play. Carter Coette scrambling, evading a sack, and huge play there to get another first down. 5 minutes left in this one.
19-yard gain as Kelly was able to make the grab. That one was nearly picked as well. Could have gone either way. Alas, it's a first down. So Coet out of the shotgun, 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Hanson in the backfield again. Coet's going to take the snap and roll to his right. And Coet's going to still go, lowers the boom and gets 6 yards. And Carter Coet never shies away from contact. And Jordan Baravich in on the stop after a gain of 6.
Yeah, he saw that Roseau Ram coming at him. He said, all right, let's go for it. And it looked like 2 Rams battering Rams together. And that was a big play there and to keep the positive yards going. And that's what you want to see. Don't shy away from contact. Granted, it can come back to bite you a little bit sometimes. Yeah. So maybe not always the smartest play, but at the same time, you do love the grittiness from Carter Coet. All game long.
Yeah. Those are, I mean, him and Jordan Baravich, who was in on the stop, 2 high motor athletes. You could hear that crunch clearly up here as we're under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pirates are driving, though. It's 2nd and 4. Coet's going to hand this off to Hanson, gets out of a tackle, and he is going to be stood up right before the line to gain, as it was Levi Dunham who made the stop, another freshman for the Rams. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 after the 3-yard gain.
And again, that's 4 down territory, 3.5 left in this game, so you got some options there. Don't have to really worry about it too much. Just got to make sure you don't lose yards.
And most importantly, don't lose the football. It's been in these very pivotal moments where the Pirates' turnovers have really hurt them, especially turning into points for Roseau. So it's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Pirates need a 35 for the first. Coet takes a snap out of the gun once again, fires a pass. This one's bobbled and caught by Hamry. He gets inside the 30, gain of 7 yards. That'll move the chains. And, you know, Carter Coet being back at quarterback has been a great move for Lebarski. We saw it last week, thought we might see it. We see it tonight with 3 minutes left in the fourth, and it's really been paying off.
I mean, he's got a great arm, a good vision as well, and he can just really fire that ball in there. So, and him and Hamry seem to have a very good connection, which is kind of funny because Coet has a pretty good connection with Lebarski otherwise. So
yeah.
It's good to see that, and it obviously comes up with some positive yards.
1st and 10, again out of the gun. Coet's been out of the gun for the majority of the snaps as he feels the pressure from behind, throws a stiff arm, now reverses course. He's about at midfield, and he's going to turn upfield. Gets to the 35, now the 30, gets past the line of scrimmage, finally avoids a tackler, and Jordan Baravich, and it looked like Jack Jerome in on the stop. And that's going to be close to a first down around the 20, all the way on the far side. We'll have to see where they measure him. Yeah, that's going to be a first down. He's past the 20 at the, they're going to give him the 18-yard line possibly.
I mean, he probably
12 yards.
Probably ran a total, what, 50 yards?
Oh, I mean,
from went back probably, what, 10, 15 yards across the field and up to another 10 there. I mean, yeah, that was pretty impressive there. He's he's got the endurance. He's got that athleticism. He can make plays, and it's a very big asset for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's rare when he isn't on the field, and in this late in the game for him to be running around like that and throwing stiff arms just goes to show what the kid does in the offseason, and that's a throw to the end zone. It is incomplete. He was looking for Hamry, and breaking up the pass was Eli Queen, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So first time that we've seen Coet really go deep towards the end zone here as the Pirates are in the red zone, and you know, you think that this is going to be something that the Pirates are going to try and take for some momentum heading into next week's homecoming game against War Road. You're able to build off, get a couple of late touchdowns, and sometimes even that can do you favors, getting that momentum and kind of forgetting about those earlier plays.
Oh, exactly. I agree 100%.
Coet out of the gun. Still 2 wide receivers to each side, and it looks like a false start. A couple of Pirates flinched there. Maybe they were really excited for this play call. 2:15 left in the fourth.
Yeah, well, I think Coet saw that Roseau Ram kind of jump towards the line, and I think that might have also made that one lineman skittish there a little bit. So false start, and well, again, no time off the clock, so just a long 2nd and 15 Again, 4-down territory, obviously, so you got plenty of time, plenty of options to go with. So we'll see where they go here.
Ball's on the 23 after the 5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Pirates. And we'll have to see what they come up with here as Coette's out of the shotgun once again. So with 2 wide receivers to each side, Hansen's in the backfield again, flanking Coette. Coette looking things over before he receives the snap. Rolling to his right, a flag is thrown, going to the end zone for Hamry, and that's going to be incomplete. Pass was a little too far, but we'll have to check the flag once again. It was in the backfield, and
yeah, it's going to be hold on Crookston again. So, I mean, that's just, again, it's the Crookston Pirates have had so much momentum. They've had such good drives, and then it comes down to penalties. It really has been the story of the game. They've made some improvements from earlier this year with getting some points on the board, but just can't get it all the way together to really make this a more closer game.
Yeah, it's easy. They actually declined the penalty to make it 3rd and 15. But it's easy to look at the turnovers and say, well, that was the difference in the game. But some of those turnovers have come right after the penalty, and those penalties are real drive hurters.
Oh, it's momentum killers to say the least. No, I agree 100%. And turnovers is what you're going to look at right away initially. But if you watch the game or listen, you'll know that penalties were the real culprit.
So 3rd and 15 for Crookston. 2:08 left in the 4th. Roseau still with the 36-13 lead and firing over the middle. The pass is caught by Hamry, and he's dragging a Rams defender with him. A flag comes in late, and it looks like he's a yard short, but we'll have to check the flag.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him down to 10. Don't see what the flag was for. It was on the other side. It looks like that's going to be against Roseau. Yeah, horse collar.
So that's going to be half the distance to the goal line and a 1st down. And with under 2 minutes left, the Pirates looking for their 2nd score of the quarter. Coette into the huddle, and ball is, I believe it's at the 5-yard line. That ball's at the 5, so 1st and goal. Clock is ticking. Coette out of the gun. And he's going to take the snap. And he is going to be thrown down right away. And coming in, flying off the end, was Tucker Queen. He read it perfectly. And he is going to knock Coette back 6 yards.
Well, I mean, there's 3 Rams on the play there. Just a broken play, a blown up there. So not great for the Pirates as they now have a 2nd and goal from the 11. So still plenty of options here, but you're getting down to time, about a minute left here. And I will say right after the game here, after the team shake hands, we'll get the Roseau coach, talk to him, talk to Coach Hedden there, and then we'll talk to Lebarski a little bit later in the post-game show.
50 seconds left as Coette takes the snap. And he's able to stiff arm Tucker Queen this time. A pump fake, almost lost the ball, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield by Levi Dunham. It's a loss of about 11, maybe even 12 yards there. And is that a timeout taken by Crookston?
Yes, that will be a timeout with 39.7 seconds left. And again, with the postgame show, we'll have stat recap, talk with both coaches, as we mentioned, draft sports bar and grill, scoreboard update, all that and more headed your way after the game wraps up.
So 39.7 seconds left. We'll keep it here until our post-game show. So the Rams, I think it's safe to say that they're going to get their first victory of the season with just 39.7 seconds left.
I think we can say that, yeah. I think it's safe. So, yeah, they get their first win, big for Roseau as they look for that big win. And Crookston, again, will have to get that first win, hopefully at homecoming next week.
Yeah, and Roseau, they're going to go to Pelican Rapids.
Ooh, tough battle there.
And Pelican Rapids on top of Frazee right now, 24-14 as they begin the 3rd quarter. And another, taking some more look at the Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. Hawley up 21-15 at the half over Park Rapids. Barnesville won 52-0 over War Road. So that game is final. 3rd down and goal, as looks like the ball is at the 20. Coet takes the snap, looking over the middle, and the pass is caught by Hamry, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Pirates. So another touchdown, and the Pirates get their 2nd score of the quarter, and it's 36-19.
Well, again, who else but Hamry there with Coet throwing a beautiful pass in the middle, found some empty space. Hamry went out and got it, and they're going to go for 2 now, try to make it a 36-21 game.
Tate Hamry, he had 3 catches coming into this game. Has exceeded that here. 4 catches and the 20-yard touchdown, and now Crookston, they're going for 2. Crookston, they had 20 points on the season heading into this game. 19 right now. The 2 would give them 21 and more points in this game than they had in the previous 4. As Coet, he's going to circle back and gets out of a sack. He's at his own 20. Now fires a jump ball into the end zone. It's swatted away, and that'll be incomplete. Eli Queen knocked it away, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful with 33.8 seconds left. Wonder if they're going to try another one of those onside kicks just to work on it, or if they're just going to kick it deep.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see on that. I will say Parker Kelly was in the back of the end zone there. Unfortunately lost his footing, and then he got, again, battered down there. And still almost came up with it when he was laying on the ground. So almost got the 2 there, but still good showing for the Pirates to get that last score in. And, it's, again, as you said, they had 20 points coming in this game. Scoring 19-1 is an improvement, and that's something they can build on. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And again, as I said in the pregame, all regular season games, in essence, are just practice for the sections. Granted, seeding does help, and it's going to be tough if you have to go up against a team like Barnesville or Pelican Rapids. Yeah. But either way, you never know what can happen in the sections.
Roseau already saw Barnesville earlier this season. They got to play Barnesville at home. Crookston yet to see Barnesville. They will see them at Barnesville on the 13th in 2 weeks' time, and a flag on the play. And we'll have to check the marker as to what the penalty is.
It's on the Pirates, I know that much, but I don't know if it was too many men or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's good. My counting skills are up.
Well, they're going to back them up 5 yards. I didn't see the referee make any signal as to what the penalty was, but you were right, Bo. It was a penalty on the Pirates, so they'll back them up to where they'll kick it off from the 35.
And they are going to try again for that onside, as we saw the attempt there. And Ashton Shockman's out there. See if he can make that magic happen twice.
Next week, we're going to have the same thing. We'll do it on the radio and YouTube stream as Crookston hosts War Road for homecoming, as the onside kick now goes to the left side, and the ball is loose. It skipped off of a Roseau player, and I believe Roseau was able to hop on top of it.
Correct, yeah.
And is that Landon Baumgartner who came up with it? I believe so. Yeah, he was the man who got up there. So Baumgartner getting his hands on the football for that one, and with 30 seconds left, that should all but do it. Roseau up 36-19, and they are going to head into next week. They're going to be hosting Frazee. As the ball's at the 48-yard line. Time is winding out here on this game, as it should just be one kneel down, and that should do it.
And we'll say again, next week we have War Road for homecoming. It'll be Chris Fee back on the broadcast as well. I'll be out of here, so
yeah.
Sorry, folks. Can't hear this voice any much longer for football, at least. But anyway,
yeah,
that's going to be it.
So after the kneel down, that's going to do it. So Roseau's going to get their first win on the season. 36-19 is the final score as time winds down. It was a good performance from both sides, but Jordan Borovich was too much to handle. 5 touchdowns on the evening, 3 on the offensive side, 59-yard run in the first quarter, 84-yard run in the second quarter, 70-yard run in the second half and a pair of interception returns for a touchdown. This is going to be one memorable performance, that is for certain, here on this senior night. And Bo is going to be out there with Coach Hedden in just a moment once they finish the handshake line, so we will keep it here and throw it down to Bo. We do want to thank everyone who listened to this game on Wild 102 and also on KROX, and also for those of you who watched on our YouTube stream. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to have the YouTube stream up once again for next week's game for Crookston against War Road. Crookston ends the season at Barnesville and at Hawley before playoffs. And, Bo, I believe you have the winning coach, Coach Matthew Hedden, down there right around the midfield.
Yes, I do, and thank you, Tyler. Yes, Coach Hedden, well, first win of the year is in the books. How are you feeling initially?
Great. I'm very excited for our guys. They work so hard. It's nice to them get this one.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, let's just get the elephant out of the room here. Borovich had himself quite a game.
Yep, that was epic. I don't know how else to explain it. So.
Yeah, I mean, 5 scores, right? If I think I wrote it down here. I think it was 5. Yeah, right?
Some 5 or 6.
Yeah, Jack Borovich Jordan Borovich just having himself quite the game. I mean, on both sides of the ball, 2 pick sixes and 3 runs, and what was the shortest one? Probably at least 50 yards, I think. So that's the thing. He has that speed, and that was huge for him as a freshman, and you definitely something you can build on. But everyone else still contributed. You had plenty of players come up big on defense and offense alike. And just what are your thoughts really going into? Who came up big besides Borovich, besides the elephant in the room, as I said?
Landon Baumgartner up front at nose, Baser our O-line. I mean, just setting the edge. Miles Dixon is another one. Tucker Queen. He had a touchdown as well in return, so it's the whole team. I mean, special teams-wise, we did pretty good, and then defensively, I mean, Crookston came at us hard in the fourth quarter. I mean, we had to just basically keep it in front of us, and they were trying really hard. So, hats off to them on that.
Well, now as next week, I believe you host Frazee, and so going into that game should be another tough one for you. Hopefully, get another win. Any thoughts going into that one, or are you just going to celebrate this one for a little bit longer?
I'm going to enjoy this one for about 24 hours, and then it's right back to work. I got Frazee that come to town for homecoming, and they're tough, so we have to be prepared.
Awesome. Well, Coach, again, congrats on the win, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you very much.
All right, Tyler, back to you.
Well, both, thank you very much for all your work on the sideline this evening, as we're going to wait for Coach Lebarski to break the huddle with his team in their end zone. But we are also going to step aside. We're going to take a look at some stats and also take one more look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update. That and more on our post-game show, as we're going to step aside for a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some stats and possibly an interview with Coach Nate Lebarski right after this on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Drs. Forget, Smith, and Genedetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
a global network that empowers us, a co-op that's there for us every day.
Our post-game show here on KROX and Wild 102, as Roseau ended up taking this one 36-19 over Crookston. Roseau earning their first win on the season, so they get up to 1-4, while Crookston drops to 0-5. Taking a look at our Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update, Pelican Rapids up 24-14 over Frazee, who Roseau plays next week. We mentioned that Barnesville defeated War Road 52-0. Crookston will play them in 2 weeks' time, and that will be at Barnesville. Hawley and Park Rapids is 21-15. That one is taking place in the third quarter right now. Hawley leading at home, and that's going to be a pivotal matchup, as those two are right near each other in the section standings. And taking a look, trying to see if there are any other scores rolling in from the area here in AA. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot. Let's move over to AAA, as East Grand Forks, they won 23-14 over Thief River Falls. Fergus Falls is leading over Perham 28-14. Let's see anything else here in AAA. Pequot Lakes up 41-0 over Hibbing. Dilworth, Glen, and Felton, they're up 21-0 over Little Falls. And some other scores out of AAA. That's about it for AAA. Let's head down to 9-man, as Warren Alvarado Oslo is up 13-8 over Winnimac at the half. Mount Iron Buell up 29-0. Number one team in 9-man football. And Goodridge Grigla Gatsky, they're up 21-0 over Clearbrook Gonvick, as we are now going to be joined by Coach Nate Lebarski. And so, Coach, it was it was a good game offensively. You guys were able to score 3 touchdowns, matching your season total, but coming up on the wrong side of it on this one. What were your initial thoughts on this performance?
Yeah, we just talked about it's never great to lose, but I think we probably grew up in a loss, and I'm extremely proud of how we fought to the end in this game. I mean, we had quite a few injuries that we were going through from time to time. We had a fair amount of guys that, hadn't played a lot of football, that were tossed into roles, and we didn't have guys out there saying, hey, you don't know what you're doing, or they were helping them along as we were playing the football game tonight. So I couldn't be more proud of how we handled a fair amount of adverse situations that were coming up. We were losing some players and had other guys, that just hadn't played a whole lot. We're out there trying their best to get a win.
Yeah, I mean, Antonio Romero going on play one, right? He gets the first down, and you're thinking, all right, let's get the offense going. But then he's end up with an injury, and he wasn't able to continue on. And then it looked like Tegan Levinsky wasn't able to go as well. But yeah. Carter Coet kind of stepped up in the quarterback position, and also saw Connor Hansen too. And that goes to what you were just talking about, guys playing in unfamiliar positions or some unfamiliar roles, seeing the football field here in Friday Night Lights and stepping up in a big way as a big fourth quarter for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more carries for Jake when you only have one back. Usually we would rotate those guys. Tegan getting dinged up, Rylan going down early, and all of a sudden we don't have a free safety on defense either that's played a lot of snaps, and so we have guys playing, in positions even offensively that they're not 100% used to playing. We have some guys, like I said, early in the year. We have guys that haven't played a lot of football, so they're learning on the fly. I thought tonight, those guys out in the field that have played really kind of gathered them in, and they went out there and they did a job, and yeah, we made some mistakes. We had some tip balls. Certainly credit to those guys, and they have some good athletes out there, those Bravich kids are good athletes, no doubt, and they hurt us on some plays on defense. I thought at times we played well defensively. We gave up some big plays though.
We were mentioning on the broadcast that it felt like, you can look at the turnovers, and obviously, the turnovers that led to points scored, that was a big part, but it felt like the penalties that really, they kind of hurt the drive or even killed the drive or even set up some of those turnovers, and a lot of them were pre-snap too, and those are just things we talk about. Any football coach will tell you that it drives them nuts, but those penalties really seem to set back even just as much, if not more, than those turnovers.
Yeah, well, I mean, it certainly adjusts the play call. We have one play call, and then all of a sudden now it's, we're sitting at 2nd and 5. Now we're at 2nd and 10. We might be, 2nd and 9, still looking to run the football, and all of a sudden we're 2nd and 19 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, those are mistakes that we really need to clean up in order to be as good an offense as we want to be, or be able to move the ball and sustain drives. We were able to, at certain points in the game tonight, that was a nice thing for us to be able to control the ball. And then at times, we were controlling the ball and then turned it over. And like you said, I mean, some of those are off of penalties that now we're in a forced passing situation or close to it. So, yeah, we need to clean those up. They hurt your offense. They just really do. It does nothing but help to stall it out.
Carter Coet, what a competitor he is. I mean, he's a guy that you can put anywhere on the football field. He's going to make things happen. We saw him do it in the run game early. Then he had to transition into quarterback. We saw last week in warm-ups he was taking some snaps, and we were pondering, are we going to see him last week? We ended up seeing him this week. What did you think of Carter Coet with the ball in his hands as a quarterback?
Yeah, no, he did a fantastic job tonight, and he was calm back in the pocket, and that's, a little bit of that senior leadership too. You're calm and patient. He had the freedom to run. That was a fair amount of our offense when he was in there, because we had a fair amount of guys out there that hadn't played in those positions very much, and did a nice job being calm and composed. I thought he threw the ball well,
yeah.
which I knew he could throw the ball, but the thing about Carter is he is, like you say, a fierce competitor, and you might not have been able to see totally what Carter Coet can do on the football field in the first 4 games. But I think you saw it tonight, and it's always been there. It's just he hasn't maybe had the opportunities to do some of those things in the first 4 games. I think you saw it tonight, and that's the type of football player he is.
Tate Hamry had more catches tonight than he did the entire season. How about the ball game he had on the receiving end, especially late in that game?
Yeah, Tate's a big target. We're going to get him one of those fades one time too. He's going to go up and get one of those things. But, that takes footwork and practice as well. But, it was awesome to see him go across the middle wide open. Tate has huge hands. And once he gets those babies on the ball, it's probably not coming out. And nice route, be able to drag a guy in the end zone. Tate had a nice game.
Another player who I thought had a really nice game was Jake Erickson. He had an awesome first half, was a little bit more quiet in the second half, but that first half was really spectacular out of him. And Bo talked about in the pregame, he was one of the players to watch for Crookston, and he really was that in the first half.
Yeah, Jake coming off of being dinged up a little bit, and I thought he played really well defensively as well for us off the edge, kind of at a linebacker spot. And then, when he was thrust into running the ball, Jake has run the ball hard for us all year, and he did a nice job of that again tonight. So, we need to get healthy, and we need to get healthy in a hurry, and I hope that that's possible for us after this one.
Yeah, it's a little banged up after this one, right?
Yeah, we are a little bit banged up. You could see on the sidelines we had 6 or 7 guys down there, and a fair amount of them, like Ryland and Antonio, didn't get to play much of the game, and then we got a few guys banged up here in the second half too. So. We need to. I'll have a long conversation with Dr. Luke, and we'll see where we're at with things. And we're getting the part of the season where, mental reps are good too, and we need to make sure we're taking care of our injuries so we're ready to go on Friday.
2 last questions. Getting the offense to score, that's got to feel good when they're able to score multiple points. They did it in the first half for the first time all season, get a couple of scores towards the end, and it kind of covers the wounds in a way, because you're thinking about what recently happened. Hey, we got a couple of touchdowns at the end, rather than we lost again. It's thinking, hey, the positive momentum moving forward, Could that be a big thing for the offense?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big thing for those guys up front too, because there were times tonight where they were moving a lot of people and they were blocking well, and those are the kind of things that those guys need to feel as well. I mean, they haven't had that feeling this year a whole lot, and they should take that from this game, is that it can be done by those guys. And they did a really nice job on the drives that we were able to sustain, especially, we were pounding the ball at times, and we were asking, hey, we need to get 2 yards, we need to get 3. That's something as a coach that, I kind of want to see, hey, can we get 2 yards here when we need 2 yards behind this guy or this guy? And tonight we were able to do that on a regular basis, and it certainly builds confidence in me, and it should build confidence in them, because, hey, we're able to pick up that first down, and we can do things right. And those guys, a lot of the time tonight played really well.
Last one for you. How do you take that positive momentum into next week's homecoming game against War Road?
Yeah, I mean, every week is going to be a battle. I mean, there's no matter if you have a winning record or a losing record. I mean, there's going to be people that come in and they want to win a football game, and so do we. So, matching that intensity, I thought out the gate we did. We were able to stop them offensively, maybe not, and then we kind of got that going a little bit. We'd certainly like to have the lead in the game at times, and that's kind of should be a goal of ours to come out and get a lead, and let's play with the lead for a while. And so, yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of good things. I think a lot of kids got a lot of really good football experience tonight. And as the weeks pile up here, that experience should pay dividends as to where where you're going, and you can go there confidently. And it's not my first time on a varsity football field. I'm going out there to play and play loose and play free.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Coach. Best of luck next week against War Road. And it was a loss, but a lot of positives to take away from this evening's ball game.
Yeah, there was. There's guys that, like I said, I mean, nobody quit in this football game, and that's the biggest thing that we're going to take out of it, is that we're going to, from this point forward, we're going to play 4 quarters football every time we come out.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
So that was Coach Nate Lebarski joining us here on our pregame show. We're going to step aside one more time and put a bow on this game as Roseau gets the victory 36-19 here on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at gohugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Come see the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic for all your eye care needs. Whether you're due for an eye exam, looking for new contact lenses, glasses, need cataract surgery, or anything else eye-related, Doctors Forget, Smith, and Janetta are all accepting new patients. They offer a wide array of glasses, contacts, and sunglasses. Need specialized eyewear for a specific activity? From specific ski or snowmobile goggles to performance sunglasses for running or cycling to a full spectrum of specialty tents and eyewear for trap shooters, the Crookston or Foston Eye Clinic can help maximize your visual performance for whatever your passion is.
Hello, this is Lindsay Erdman, Executive Director at Benedictine Living Community Crookston. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services that we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute, short stay, and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute, short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of giving and reflection, please know how very proud Benedictine Living Community of Crookston is to serve our community.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
Field. Once again, the score, Roseau 36-19, the final score. Taking a look at some other scores in the area on our final Draft Sports Bar and Grill update of the evening. Barnesville defeated War Road 52-0. Those are Crookston's next two opponents. War Road next week at Barnesville the week after that. Pelican Rapids still holding a 24-14 lead over Frazee as they start the fourth quarter. Hawley still with a 21-15 lead over Park Rapids. And also taking a look at some other scores in 8AA. That looks like all that we have got as of right now. Mentioned earlier, East Grand Forks, they won 23-14 over Thief River Falls. Over in 9-man football, Warren Alvarado Oslo with a 13-8 lead over Winniemac. Mount Iron Buell, the number 1 team in 9-man, with a 49-0 lead at the half. Goodrich Grigla with the 21-0 lead in the second quarter. And some other 9-man scores. Stephen Argyle has a 20-18 lead. That one is just about to end the third quarter. Foston over the Northern Freeze, 33-0. That game is about to come to a close. Fertile Beltrami 55-8 over Kitson County Central. That one is in the late stages of the fourth quarter as well. And taking a look at some other scores for you, that seems to be about it. Ada Borup West, they are up 16-8 over Lake Park Audubon. That one is in the third quarter. Lake Park Audubon has the ball. So really tight competitive game there. Manobin Waban, they are up 22-8 over Red Lake County. That one's in the third, and that is about it as far as scores that we have here. Just as a reminder, tomorrow Coach's Corner is going to start at 9 a.m. Then after that, Gopher football as they host Louisiana Lafayette. That will take place, we'll have the pregame show right after Coach's Corner, and kickoff for the Gophers is at 11. Twins at the Rockies, that'll be at 7:10 first pitch, and we'll be carrying that at about 6:30. And then on Sunday, the Vikings go to Carolina to play the Panthers at noon, pregame starting at 11, and the Twins at Colorado after that, and first pitch starts at 2:10, so that will get you through the weekend here on KROX. One final time, the Roseau Rams win 36-19 over Crookston, and that's going to do it for Bo Melby. I'm Tyler Hergert. Hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you next time on KROX.